and we ain't never got to box again. Well, well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yeah, you know the deal. We back again. Yo. A round of applause for Jersey's finest. A lot of content creators not worthy, but they minus. They get offended and start singing like the whiners. Talking like they tough, but it's only screaming and whining. My homie JusDueBoxing was the cat you don't come to. Your squad get run through. By the time you come to, you duck food. You suckers talk tough on the internet, revealing all your threats. Now we got you trapped in the net. JusDueBoxing be on this grind, y'all better hustle up. You deadlifted 90 pounds, we doing muscle ups. There's really no comparison. His voice sound like a derringer. Throwing a towel is just embarrassing. My dog Just very philosophical and psychological, and he mixed it all with good boxing news. These YouTubers feel like Bishop, I guess they got the juice, but it's lonely at the top to Just to feel like child abuse. Be respectful, he don't want to talk wild and loose. If you can't relate, you get dismissed like a mild dispute. These weird cats would tell lies, then they hide the truth. Why beyond views? You lose your life when you collide with dude. It's JusDueBoxing. All you cowards quit jocking. Kirk is official with no other options. Yeah, yeah. You know the deal. Judah Ben, we in the spot. JusDueBoxing, yeah. And of course, shout out to Mrs. Do, holding the whole family down. Word 'em up, word 'em up.
Hey, that boy said, church of chicken, church of chicken, church of chicken. You know I like them legs, and you know that I like the thigh. You know I like that okra, you know that I like it fried. You know I like the bomb with them butter bits on the side. You know that boy said, you know I like them legs, and you know that I like them thigh. You know I like that okra, you know that I like it fried. You know I like them bomb with them butter bits on the side.
What's good with the fam on this Friday? On this Good Friday. Oh, word. Oh, that's what's up. What's good with y'all, man? We back to get boxing. It's just do our weekly wrap up, man, for the week. How y'all feeling today on this Good Friday? Hope everybody good today, man. Y'all catch this on the playback, man. Y'all smash the like button, sub to the channel, and come holler at your boy. We got a few things we're going to talk about today. As always, man, let me say what's up to the people, man. Jelly Bean, what's good, bro? How you feeling? Miss Joette, salute to the queen. How you feeling? Tank look like Bernie Mac. Tank don't look like no damn Bernie Mac. What you seen? Thrillhead, what's good, bro? How you feeling? Salute to the queen, Miss JusDueBoxing. How you feeling, queen? Yes, we are ready. We back again to get boxing. It's JusDueBoxing. Johnny Q, what's good with it, bro? Miss Joette, Fate, what's good, Brody? How you feeling? BC, my guy, what's good with it? How y'all bros feeling? Undercard boxing, what's good with it, bro? Boots, I'm just saying. Yeah, man, we're going to talk about Boots too, man. We're going to talk about Boots today too, man. Boots made it. Nah, he's still here. He's still here. You know, Squid in the cut. Fate was good with it. He in the cut, but took the easy route. Stopped the cap there, man. They know it. They know undercard. They might not want to admit it, but they know what time it is, bro. Jay Wash was good with it, bro. Nah. Squid still with the JusDueBoxing label. YK Mel was good with it, fam. Silverado Low was good with it, family. D Free was good, my guy. Was good, Brody. Zach B was good with it, family. Was good with y'all, man. How y'all feeling today? Y'all ready to talk a little bit of boxing? Boxing, please. Ain't that what they be saying? Boxing, please. We're going to talk about a few things, though. I wanted to touch on some of this yesterday, but I kind of ran out of time. I didn't want to push it. Quarter today, as soon as I get in the ring, I'm stepping. I'll talk to him. That sounds like something Tank could say. I ain't even going to lie. That sounds like something Tank could say, Lo. It sounds like something Tank could say. What's good with everybody in the building? Y'all smash the like button. Hope everybody is feeling good, man. Salute to everybody. Everybody. That sounds like something Tank could say, though. I ain't gonna lie. Big Fish, Meat Bud. Salute to my cuz Ashley's Corner. What's good, cuz? How you feeling? Earl said it on ESPN first take. We could play that too if y'all want, man. Salute to everybody, man. Look, we're going to talk about it. I kind of ran out of time yesterday, and I know people, I don't know if people just read titles. I don't know what bring people to my videos exactly, but if you ever look in the descriptions, man, I'll be having mad different stuff going on in my description to talk about. So this was one of them that I kind of ran out of time. I kind of figured this was going to happen too because it was so much other stuff going on, right? Kirk Douglas, salute, fan. Appreciate you pulling up. What's good with it? And you know, I seen something that kind of piqued my interest for sure. That's definitely worth talking about. And again, it's always an interesting conversation, and it's cool when we have these conversations and we hear these, I guess, these boxing analysts kind of, you know, pretty much agree to what you be saying. Now, I said this when it come to Tank. He one of those guys, man. That special breed of talent between boxing and just fighting. He do both at a very high level, which makes him that much more dangerous than the average guy, right? So Teddy Atlas has something very interesting to say, man. I thought it was real, man. I thought he was kind of on point with that. Did he? Yeah, Frank Martin to do that, Fate. He'd do it because he I had posted something about him when he first started boxing and something like that. He'll definitely repost you, man. Salute to you, bro. You putting in that work, man. And I hope they just seeing that work because you putting in a lot of it. That was an Earl quote from First Take. Okay, man. That's what I like to hear, man. That's what I salute to Big Fish and Bug getting it done. Salute to Big Fish and Bug getting it done, man. Y'all smash the like button, but y'all know your boy always keep always keep the clips on deck, man. I'm gonna pull this clip up real quick. I be who I be. Salute, family. How you feeling? LDubeBoxing, what's good, bro? How you feeling? Salute to y'all good brothers, man. Y'all smash the like button if y'all haven't, man. We're gonna get into this. We're gonna get into this. So look, man. Teddy Atlas has some high praise from Tank, man. I'm gonna play this clip so we can see what he said. We're going to break it down. Like I said, it's always a good conversation, man. This is something that a lot of people talk about, and a lot of people don't give enough credit where it's due in that regard. Think about Haney reaching out to Eddie to make progress fight next. I think, hey, I'm going to tell you this right now, L-Dub, if that's real, if Haney reached out to Eddie Hearn to make a Regis Prograis fight, my respect for that young man will go through the roof, bro. And you saying it, so he probably did it. But if that man has any plans on moving to 140 and fighting Regis Prograis, the Rougarou right out the gate, I don't know about everybody else, but my respect for that man will go out the roof because as I thought, that's not a fight that he should go right after, right immediately. But who am I? You get what I'm saying? And if that's something that he want, hey, man, my respect for him will go through the roof. That's crazy right there. I love it. If he truly reached out to him, look, man, my hat's off to Devin Haney. I would say he really chasing big fights. I would say that because I would say that that's a fight that people don't expect him to. And I ain't talking about numbers. I'm talking about good fights and risky fights. You get what I'm saying? Something that make sense, that's meaningful. That's what that would be to me. Salute to my bro, Undercard Boxing, starting off, putting that color in the chat. Tank and Ryan laid the blueprint. All Bud and Spence had to do was follow, man. Talk to him, bro. I try to bring that up. People be had too closed-minded to hear where I'm coming from with that. Salute to my bro.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Love and appreciation, bro. Appreciate you. Salute to my bro, Undercard Boxing, man. L-Dub, he did, yeah. L-Dub, my respect for him just went up for him, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I just give credit where it's due. That's what my channel is centered around, giving fighters their just due. I gotta give Dev Haney his credit. If he going after a dangerous fighter like Regis Prograis, man, credit to him, man. I gotta salute him, man, because again, that's a fight a lot of people don't think he'll win. Right off the bat, that's why he get my respect. You get what I'm saying? I ain't hear nobody say he'll get in there and outbox him. I felt like I hear unanimously across the board when people speak of that fight. For one, they speak like that's a guy that he won't want to go anywhere near, and two, they feel like he don't have enough to keep him off him, and you know, stop him from getting in his wheelhouse and hurting him. And you know what's funny, L-Dub? You know what's funny, L-Dub? It's funny that you talk about that, right? Like, we bring this up, right? Because I got one of my bros, man, from the YouTube space, man. I rock with him outside of YouTube too. But he be down that way. He be in Houston, and he be in Regis Prograis gym. And he asked Regis Prograis about you know, what he think about Devin Haney. He gave him his credit. But he said he looked at him and he told him, man, that kid won't be able to keep me up off him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He said a good fighter, but he won't be able to keep him up off him. And then he also asked Regis about Gary Antoine. And he said he looked at him in his face and told him, man, that's a tough kid. He was like, that'd be a good fight. He was like, that dude could fight. Now, if you asking him, could they mess with him? No. But he was like, he respected Gary Antoine. He knew that was a good fight, good fighter. Mike Biggs Boxing, my bro, what's good with it, Brody? Appreciate you always sharing the lives, man. Always showing love. Salute to my bro, Mike Biggs Boxing, man. Y'all go sub to the bro if y'all haven't, man. Go check him out. My people think Regis can't with Devin. You think so? I ain't really the way I hear it. I hear people feeling like he'll just get knocked out. He'll end up getting knocked out. Zoom, what's good with it, Zoom? Appreciate you pulling up. Peace and blessings to the bro, Zoom. The only way I found out he posted was I like started coming out of nowhere. I was like, I ain't posting in a minute. Yeah, nah, that's how I be, Fate. That's how I be when I had posted something about Shakur Stevenson on Twitter, and he reposted it. And then it started getting thousands of, you know what I'm saying, views, to the point where somebody, you know, one of the family, Cuzzo, told me she got an email about it. So they definitely share your work, man. They definitely will. You got to fight him, not pump fake. Yeah, man. So, again, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to say he real for doing it. You know what I'm saying? Prize Fighter TV, what's good with it? Aisha, salute to the queen. How you feeling today? I think it's Alberto Lopez and Mike Conlon. Regis will catch Haney in the later rounds. It's very possible, Fate. That'd be a dangerous fight for him. That's why I much respect to him. If you know, like you said, if he reaching out, that's a fight he chasing. I respect the hell out of him for Opulent LDTV. What's good with it, fam? Think so dark. Nah, that's the picture. That's the picture. It's supposed to look like that. It's supposed to look like that. That's why I put it like that. The picture is like that. I'm gonna show y'all the original picture so y'all could see what the original picture was gonna look like. Let me see something real quick. I believe I still got the original picture in there. Yeah, I do. All right, give me 2 seconds, y'all. I'm going to show y'all what the original picture, that Tank Davis picture looked like. Y'all punch that like button one time as we get started. We just getting started, man. We just getting started, man. Salute to everybody in the building on this Good Friday. Hope everybody feeling good on this Good Friday. Let me show y'all real quick where that picture at. There we go. Let me show y'all real quick what this picture look like. You already know it. You already know it, cuzzo. You know it, man. I just wanted y'all to hear it. And again, I've had this to speak on it yesterday, but I ran out of time. So I said I'll revisit it. I'll talk about it today. You know what I mean? Why not? It's Friday. This the picture, y'all. This is the picture of Tank. So it was supposed to look like that. The whole picture look even better if I'd have just left it like that. But you see, for the thumbnail, I had to remove some of the background so it could fit in the thumbnail. But that's the picture. And it say Face of Boxing at the bottom of it. You know what I'm saying? It say Face of Boxing at the... Dev got a dope picture, too. The picture that I got in the background of the thumbnail is dope, too. Dev got a dope one, man. They had a dope picture for him. Dope, nice style. I'll be tagging the artists of this artwork. Ant Jones, what's good with it? How you feel about Loma ranked #1 over Shakur, #2 after the loss? Yeah, you know we was going to talk about that. You see Shakur right in there. Hey, man, Ant, man, tell me if I'm crazy. But, you know, after you lose a fight, if you ain't retiring, it's the next man up. And if they going to boot Shakur to #2 and keep Loma #1 after a loss, won't they make him fight for that #1 position? That to me makes perfect sense. Jim, my bro, what's good with it, Jim? How you feeling, bro? Appreciate you stopping through as always, man. We're firemen, and my Teddy boy's right. Johnny Q, what's good with it, family? How you feeling? David said he called up Eddie to discuss a Regis fight. Oh, Devin, yeah, Queen. That's what L-Dub told me. So look, I respect the hell out of him, man. I respect the hell out of him. That fight will never happen. We gonna see. Right, I like the pick, yo. Show Tank really on one. And Dev got a dope ass picture too, the one in the background. I mean, they got a dope one too with the undisputed belts in the picture. A1 Hoop Zone, what's good with it, family? How you feeling, bro? Appreciate you pulling up. Yeah, man. DP Rocker, what's good with it, fam? I think that's a good move. Look, man, I respect it. You can I don't think he bluffing, because I just don't see what how that would help him. You get what I'm saying? I don't see how him contacting him to fight Regis Prograis would be a bad thing. Now look, I don't know if y'all heard, but Eddie Hearn came out and said, remember Devin Haney used to work over there, man. He was signed with them. Dara, what's good with it, family? How you feeling? Appreciate you pulling up. What's good with it, bro? Eliminator. I'm telling you, he on the JJ Salute, fam. 88 Sports Talk. What's good with it, Brody? He said if he had Devin, he would offer him the Regis Prograis fight. So just think about this. He already spoke about it, offering him the fight. He said Dev should stick to 2-fight deals and things like that. But he said if he had it his way, he would offer him that fight. Now, we hear today that Dev done contacted, Eddie Hearn to fight Regis. So look, man, let's make it happen. Because I don't see him staying at 135. Let's be honest, he's not gonna stay there. He's gonna go about his business. You know what I'm saying? He's just gonna go about his business. It's gonna be Loma Kambosos for a vacant belt. I got a feeling, man. That's the way to get Loma a win, because he ain't gonna beat Shakur. I'm telling you now, not my opinion. I think Shakur beats him. I think he beats him. It's a lot of smoking boxing right now. All I know is y'all saw Bud on EJ in First Take, and Bud told Boots to his face. We gonna pull that up too, y'all. We gonna pull that up. So let's get to it, man. Let's chop this up real quick. So look, I'm gonna play this with Teddy Atlas had to say about Tank Davis, man. We gonna give our thoughts on it how we always do. K Savoy, what's good with it, Diamond Man? Appreciate you pulling up. What's good with it? Teddy Atlas, a joke. Right here, I think he was kind of on to something. I rarely agree with this dude. I mean, yeah, Dev look like it, yo. I can't deny him right now. It look like that's what he doing. Look like he really going for it. But let's play this, man. Go Frank in there with Loma.
He reminds me of the old-time janitors, the superintendents in the big buildings, those big buildings, and they had a big brass key ring about this big with 1,000 keys on it. But every key, they knew that key was for a certain door to get into the building. When he's moving around, I'm saying, He's the super with that big key ring, and he's looking for the right key to get in the door.
You're great with the analogies. I love it. I love the analogies.
And he finds the right key.
He does.
He doesn't walk into a room and like bang, oh my God, I shouldn't open that door. And a lot of guys do. Romero walked into that room. Garcia walked into that room, So he don't. And that's part of what separates him and makes him a guy that's one of the most complete fighters right now of all time.
What y'all think about that, man? What y'all think about that? I do rock with this this train of thought. I do rock with Teddy Atlas on his stance when it comes to Tank Davis. And again, I thought not only was this fit into play, because as you know, cuz of what we be talking about when it comes to him, and I was saying this. The reason why some of these guys are simply straight up are not going to beat Tank Davis is not going to be because his power. I mean, that's one of the reasons. That's the obvious reason, right? But the one of the main reasons why people are not going to beat him, and they keep forgetting, they keep missing the mark, it's time to accept, he's a complete fighter. He's a complete fighter. Teddy Atlas is on point. He's on point 100% with this analogy, yo. He is like a janitor that walk around with all the keys. Like, he could do it all. In other words, this is what he's saying. You open the door, you go down that street, he got something for you. Like, it's just what it is. And again, when you ain't making it personal, when you really looking at boxing as a sport and you really enjoying it, you find it very easy to give fighters their just due. It's very easy to do it. You don't have to make it personal. You don't feel you can give Tank Davis his flowers, and that don't mean that any other guy's star shines any less bright. But it's, again, with me, I'm never making this stuff personal. So I'm always, when it's fitting, I'm going to give these fighters their just due. I think Teddy Atlas was on point. And again, we sit up and discuss these things over and over. And we say a lot of this stuff. And sometimes to hear somebody say it, like, he got some credibility, right? We know he old media, but every now and then, he'll say something that resonate with the people that's on point, and you just got to give him that. He's not always on point, right? But a lot of times he just come off like an asshole, you know what I'm saying? Or like he pushing an agenda. In this case, I don't think he has an agenda. He just calling it how he see it. And I think the way he see it is the way a lot of other Tank Davis opponents need to start seeing it, bro. Y'all need to start getting it, bro. He's a complete fighter. Just accept it as that. And prepare for that type of fighter is what I'm saying. That's all. It's not about saying that he's better than you. Don't got nothing to do with that. He's a complete fighter. And if you don't understand that, if you don't recognize and identify that before you get in the ring with him, there is a very good chance that you're going to lose just because of that. You don't know what you're preparing for. So again, when you see this guy, man, he could do it all. And he is one of the most complete fighters that we got in boxing right now. I think Teddy Atlas is right on point. Facts, B-Dog. Salute to B-Dog. Appreciate you pulling up. My bro, D-Man, what's good with it, my bro? Yeah, this one right here, usually he do, but this one I think he was on point. I think he was on point right here. I think he was on point with this assessment of Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't either. But I could still accept logical, realistic assessment of a fighter. You know what I mean? He uses when to use them. All facts. You get what I'm saying? All facts. You know what I'm saying? And it's, again, I always come from the standpoint of giving fighters their just due. So I'm not looking for a reason to knock them. I could appreciate this assessment. I think this one was one of Teddy Atlas's far more honest assessments with no agenda attached to it. He genuinely gave Tank Davis his just due, man. I always like Teddy Atlas. He on point from time to time, right, B-Dog? Every now and then, he'll be right. Every now and then. Punch selection, punch placement, timing, patience, mental toughness, battle tested. Like, I'm telling you, he check all the boxes. And if you're a hater of his, then you can't see where I'm going. But if you're not, and you really looking at boxing for what it is, that dude is dangerous. He's a complete fighter. And it's not much of anything that he can do in the ring. I mean, if you really been paying attention, the last handful of his fights been some of the most important fights of his career, simply because over that span, he's displayed a little bit of everything. If you've really been watching, which I assume everybody has, we've all seen definitely the last handful of his fights. If you go look at the last handful, you will see a high level of skill, talent, IQ, boxing ability. You will see a hell of a fighter. You will see all of that. You'll see a guy with footwork, with chin, with defense. You get what I'm saying? Reflexes, foot movement. Like, you get what I'm saying? Power in both hands. You got an offensive arsenal. You get what I'm saying? Offensive creativity. You know what I mean? Making you miss, making you pay. Like, he just checked the boxes. It is what it is. He checked the boxes. Right. Right. Remember that? Remember that? I think I heard what he was saying about the champ Haney. Oh, all right, bet. I got you. I'm gonna play it one more time. Salute to everybody in the building. Y'all punch that like button on this Good Friday for this good work. And we gonna cook today, man. Ready high and Blair Cobb. Blair Cobb was talking crazy. Blair Cobb said he'd beat Terence Crawford or something like that. I'm gonna play this one more time.
Reminds me of the old time janitors, the superintendents in the big buildings, those big buildings, and they had a big brass key ring about this big with 1,000 keys on it. But every key, they knew that key was for a certain door to get into the building. When he's moving around, I'm saying, he's the super with that big key ring, and he's looking for the right key to get in the door.
You're great with the analogies. I love it. I love the analogies.
And he finds the right key.
He does.
Andre John, you said, what's up with Tank Davis and the black face? Again, I don't know how y'all looking at that picture, but I'm going to show the full picture. That's just to fit the thumbnail. I'm going to show you the full picture, Andre John, so you could, have your questions answered. Is that a better look of the picture? Do that make better sense of the graphic? You get what I'm saying? The bottom of the picture, you can't see it because I got some stuff at the bottom of the screen, but it say Face of Boxing. So this was I forget the name of the artist, but he saluted Tank Davis in his picture. So he wasn't slighting him or nothing. He was giving him his credit, calling him the Face of Boxing. So that's what that is. I just put that in the thumbnail. So you see it with the background removed. That's probably why it got a slightly different look to it.
Into the building. When he's moving around, I'm saying, he's the super with that big key ring, and he's looking for the...
Tank is a great example of someone not playing boxing. He's made his life play different. And that's why I'm saying I love the boxing. Everyone, yeah, man. Look, I always want y'all to know, y'all know how I give it up over here. Over here, nothing is personal. I give everybody they just do. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gets it. Some people don't like Tank. I don't have nothing personal. He gonna get his credit, and we also gonna move forward with a few different things. We're gonna talk about a few different things, man. Salute to the general, man, coming through heavy, man. 7A Sports TV. What's good with it, homie? How you feeling, bro? Appreciate you stopping through. What it do, homie? I want Devin versus Tank next. Man, listen, anybody that don't want that fight don't really like boxing, bro. I'm telling you, he said at 135, 140, Tank is a dog, and I respect his game. So I'm putting money on Devin because Tank has been kept away from outboxers that went out fight Tank like he fought Lomachenko. And salute to the chat, man. Much love, much appreciation to the homie, to the general 7A Sports coming through for your boy, man. Appreciate you. Gotta get my boy.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Much love, much appreciation, homie. But yeah, I'm with you, man. Look, if we can see that fight at either weight, I want to see it. I don't see why it can't happen. And like I always said, y'all know I don't change my story. I ain't never gonna make an excuse as to why a great fight can't happen. And look, man, we know the history between them. And I think as boxing supporters, which I know the good brother 7A is, he just want to see a fight, man. And again, I'm glad that he's able to come in here and say where you're going to put his money at and why, because it's cool. And you're supposed to rock with your guy. Over here, I don't tell you who to rock with. And if you pick one guy over the other, I always told you, I'm going to respect it. Amongst these kings that we know these dudes is, we're going to get a 50-50 fight, man. 50-50 fight is going to be one of the best fights in boxing to be made. So the sooner we can get it, the better. The better for me. I truly appreciate it. I want to see it. Appreciate the homie, man. One more time coming through, man, for your boy. That's Super Saiyan Tank. Yeah. It's just 10 years calling him the face of boxing. It got one for Dev too in the back. They got one for him with all his belts. I'm gonna show y'all the pictures, man, so y'all can see what I'm talking about. But salute to them. Tank is Mr. Collar was good with it. So Tank is scary because he does the encounter. He sets 3-part traps. Yeah, they think he's scary. That'd be a mistake. Blair Cobbs is starting to talk more again regarding his concussions. Consciousness from Rocha, man. He's still in recover from that Rocha beating, bro. Seth Stone was good with it. Tank will knock the out of Devin. Hey, look, man, you gotta rock with who you rock with. Over here, all things is reasonable. Long as you know what I mean, pick who you want to pick. Long as it ain't never personal, I'm cool with it. We need to see this fight for so many reasons, man. Again, man, everybody can't be the best, right? You get what I'm saying? Got to be one best, and the way you prove it is getting in the ring, man. So again, reason why that's a 50-50 fight, because you see cases where both guys go in, right? Regardless of who I'm picking. Y'all know who I said who I'm picking if this fight happened, but we still got to see it, man. We still got to see it. Nah, not over here, Andre. Nah, not over here. I showed you gotta, if you ever listen to the name Just Do. One thing about me, all fighters gonna get their credit, man. I just gotta give you the rundown just in case, so you know how I give it up over here. Everybody get their credit. Everybody get their just due. I critique fighters when they need to be critiqued. Other than that, I just show love and I keep it moving. Like I said, just speaking more recently, Dev Haney, man, he had a fight that came up. I talked about him and Lomachenko for the entire week. Yeah, a lot of y'all was here for it. Y'all seen me do it. I talked about the fight all week. I called the fight. I bigged it up. You know what I mean? And I saluted him. You know what I'm saying? Now it's on to the next order of business, man. Said Dev has a better chance against Regis. Man, I tell you what, those both are tough fights, but the fact that he contacted Eddie Hearn for some Regis smoke, like I said, he got my respect. That's a fight that people ain't think he'd run towards. People thought that's a guy that he'd try to avoid. I mean, that's a little, you know what I mean? That surprised me a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. Mike, what's good with the family? How you feeling, my bro? Appreciate you pulling up. That is Tank only fighter. Devin Stead, 135. Ain't fighting at 140. I promise he 5'5". D1, what's good with it, fam? Yeah, I mean, you just never know, right? Because money talk, man. Money talk, man. Money talk. And I would be hopeful. I'm never taking that fight off the table. As long as these dudes enter around with each other's weight class, I'm going to always call for it. Why not? Devin can UD Regis. Regis had one gear and slow feet. So as long as he doesn't get clipped, he'll win. Stay on the outside. Keep Regis on the outside. It's possible. It is possible. I'm just glad Dev not giving Loma no rematch. He don't deserve one, case of void. And I'm not just saying that. He don't deserve one because he going about it all wrong. He crying, they petitioning, they protesting. I'm not with all of that. They doing way too much whining, bro. Way too much whining. Just take your loss, bro. Seriously, man. And I don't even want to get all the way into this. Take your loss and go about your business, bro. Every time this dude lose, he make an excuse, and I'm not dissing him. He's a very, very good fighter. He's just not the talent that they sold us as he was. He's not that. You can take Tank's power, he can beat him, but if Tank hits hard, you can knock everybody out. 50-50 fight, yeah, man. I'm telling you, that's the big question, man. You know, taking Tank's power and dealing with it, man. You get what I'm saying? So that's always gonna be the neutralizer, man. He always gonna have an opportunity to smoke your boots. Probably become stationary when throwing a punch. Work on his footwork. Face Tank, y'all forget. Yeah, man. I mean, it'll definitely be some things he got to work on, man. And I've always said this. Y'all know they're gonna raise each other's level on the night. Y'all know that. Y'all know that they present a serious level of threat to each other. That's just the only way to call it real. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, what Teddy Atlas saying right here is real. I got Dead beating Regis. I ain't mad at that. I'm kind of disappointed in LARA. Yeah, man, we're going to cook on that too, man. We're going to cook on that. His fans definitely need to move on. Facts. I was riding with Dev. Yeah, that's crazy, K. That's crazy. And they make it about that stuff when we just be rocking with the guy that we think going to win. WBC is next, and they kept Loma's Demando. Hey, dude, did you see Shakur on Fire today? He said he or Did he? Were you talking about the Loma? Why Loma ain't run down on Till as much for a rematch? Because he ain't won it. He ain't won it. He ain't won it. But let me play the rest of this clip, then we're going to move past this, y'all.
I'm saying he's the super with that big key ring, and he's looking for the right key to get in the door.
You're great with the analogies. I love it. I love the analogies.
And he finds the right key.
He does.
He doesn't walk into a room and like, bang, you know, oh my God, I shouldn't open that door. And a lot of guys do. Romero walked into that room. Garcia walked into that room, you know. So he don't. And that's part of what separates him and makes him a guy that's one of the most complete fighters right now of all time.
Yeah, so again, that was just Teddy Atlas speaking to Tank Davis, man. A lot of times I don't agree with much that he say. I'm not saying, you know, my knowledge is better than anybody else's in the sport, but I think I could level with him with his sentiments on Tank Davis being one of the most complete fighters. I just don't think it's a lot that he can't do in the ring, and I think for that reason makes him one of the more complete fighters. I think he has the ability to box with some of the best of them. I've said this before. He can box with the best of them, in my opinion. Even if you feel like a guy could do it a bit better, that's fair, right? It's cool, but if you can't fight with him, which is something that he's going to make it at some point in time, you're going to make it a fight, you better be able to fight with him. But because if you can't, you're getting stopped. You're getting stopped. And that's my honest opinion. You're getting stopped, and it's going to be bad. You know what I mean? But if you can weather that storm and you can find your way, you can fight with this guy, this young, dangerous Tank that he really is, then you got a shot. Other than that, to me, in my honest opinion, I think you get smoked. I think you get smoked. Pardon me, the Queen. Yeah, I didn't see no due date for it yet, but I know one thing. They kept Loma at number 1. They kept him at number 1. And Shakur at number 2. That's why I was saying that fight need to happen. Loma and Shakur, just to get it out the way. I feel you, Andre. I guess it's one of them situations, right, where time will tell, right? Because he's still a bit early in his career. And so far, so good. Like, I don't really see too many red flags. I mean, I seen one or so, but so far, so good, man. Just long as the young king is allowed to become great and chase greatness, I'm cool with it, man. Just don't stop none of these young fighters from being great. If that's what they want to do, allow all these young fighters to be great and don't hold them back. Eli, what's good with it, fam? Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling, bro? Let me scroll to the bottom, y'all. All right. Tank definitely a complete fighter. Right, man. I just thought it was a good conversation. And again, I always got to say this so people understand where I'm coming from. I'm just due. I'm going to always give these fighters their credit, yo. I'm going to always give these fighters their credit. So that's what that was about right there. And I think Teddy Atlas was on point. Tank is a damn complete fighter, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's not a lot that he can do in that ring. And I feel like that's what puts a lot of fighters at disadvantage, is the fact that he's more complete than they are when he get in there, and the fact that they're not aware of just how complete of a fighter he actually is when they get in there to face him. And the reason I believe that is because, excuse me, y'all, when you hear a lot of fighters speak on Tank Davis, they seem so enamored and stuck on his power. They can't get over how hard he punched, and they always talk about he punch hard. And that I feel like that's just not the right thing to worry about. You can't do nothing about how hard that man punched. Again, I always said that. That's God-given power. You can't do nothing about how hard he punch. It just is what it is. But what you can do is control how you approach a guy that punches like that, how you fight him. You get what I'm saying? How you box him, how you move in there. You get what I'm saying? How you defend yourself against a guy that you know is going to punch like that. But again, a lot of these dudes speak so much about the punching power that they don't speak enough about the boxing ability that end up getting them in trouble, because, you know, the power is one thing, but you got to have the IQ and the skill set to be able to land that power. We've seen plenty of power punches in our day with limited skill. You get what I'm saying? And get outboxed bad because they can't land his power. He ain't one of them. He one of the most accurate fighters we got in boxing today with that power. So that's what makes him dangerous. It's like a 2-for-1. Not only do he hit like a mule kick, he's efficient as hell with the power. So it's a dangerous bag when you get in there with him. And everybody is beatable, right? But I always said this, it's just going to take a hell of a fighter to beat him. And that's what I know. I ain't saying he ain't never going to be beat, But if somebody is to beat him, I guarantee you, we all unanimously look at that fighter as one of the best fighters in boxing. That's what I will say. That's how you know he one of them guys. You're not going to be no run-of-the-mill fighter that's going to get in there and beat him. It's going to take a real level of talent, man. It's going to take a real level of talent to do it. Scored a 7-5 for Lomachenko, but I know I'm judging with bias. Not necessarily, bro, because other people had it that too, D1, so you ain't tripping. You be a complete fighter when you haven't fought any different styles in 10 years at top level. See, again, bro, I get what you're trying to say. Stone said, I get what you're trying to say, but the lack of styles that he's going against is not the end-all be-all barometer for the skill set that he possessed. And I said this before, people keep getting this confused. They keep thinking because of the lack of opponent or quality that he's getting in there with, meaning people don't respect the opponents that he normally fights, that he typically fights, right? But you would be a fool to think that he's not going in there and still learning. And again, you might not see the typical style of fighter that you might want to see him in there against to really test his mettle, right? But that list of fighters is short, let's be honest. But what you have seen is you've seen a unique skill of combination of boxing and fighting with this guy. Like and again, I've said this, I've alluded to the last handful of fights. If you watch his last handful of fights, you've honestly had to, if you're being honest, you'll have to be real with yourself and say, he's shown you just about everything in that ring. And again, it's not the quality of opponent where you're going to find that answer. It's simply in the fighter that Tank Davis is. You know what you're watching when you watch him. You should know by now. You get what I'm saying? And again, I just don't think Teddy Atlas is off the mark calling him a complete fighter. You get what I'm saying? And it's not going to make you fighting the different variations of styles that make you a complete fighter. It's what you showing in the ring when you in there against any level of opposition. You get what I'm saying? What can he do? That's the question. You get what I'm saying? What can he do in that ring? And I just don't think as much. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think as much he can't do. You know what I mean? So that's just me. Also say you can see it a draw. Yeah, he went back on it. Cecil, what's good with it, fam? That's why they all stepping around. Tank, look, my boy only said what he could say. He said hit up his people. He said anytime. He said he with whatever they with. You know what I mean? So they took Teddy Atlas off the ESPN Live because he tells it like it is. He learned from the late great Customato. I mean, yeah. So in that case, man, he was telling it how it is in this case. In this instance, I think trying to give swing rounds to Loma that I know that if I normally would, just don't like the. I don't know. I get you, D1. Salute to you, bro. Y'all smash that like button for you, bro. If you haven't, man. Salute to my bro, Big Dog Willie. Coming through in the super chat, said NUA has more power than Julian Jackson. Pure facts, man. Talk to him, big dog. You know, man, they don't know nothing about them Snapple.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Born in the Bay, I see right through GABRIELS raps. Yeah, I always say this, man. I just think Bill is enjoying the moment, and he's enjoying the seeing his son shine at the highest level. And, when you speak a lot, everybody's not going to agree with everything you say, right? But I think his intentions is pure at heart. And that's why I could level with him, father to father. I think he's just happy to see his son doing well. And I think also, and this is me not giving him no out, this is just my opinion, I think also the position that he's in, he's also learning on the job. And I think that's something that people don't speak enough to. Like, I ain't saying he ain't got it figured out, but I get what I'm saying? This ain't no guy that you say 30, 40 years around boxing. So I think it's a lot that he's learning as he go along too. I think in the process, at the very root of everything, he just wants to see his son at the top. So if I can look at him and I can see that, you know what I mean? I can look past certain stuff. I always say, like, I called him a slick talker, and my bro brought him up here for a minute. And he almost thought I was slighting him when I said that. But nah, I just see him as a guy who just got the gift of gab a little bit. And, you know what I mean? He'll walk you out on the block a little bit, But I think his intentions is pure. I think he just wanted his son at the top. You know what I mean? LeVar, what's good with it, family? How you feeling? Nerds in the trap, what's good, fan? Tim said Devin won, but during the fight, he got caught up in the crowd, right? And he came back, case avoid, and said he felt like Dad won. And then the guys he fought had the same style. Pitbull, Rolly, Hector, Ryan, Barrios, Santa Cruz, all different styles. Nerds in the trap. Facts, bro. That is a fact. That is a fact. And again, I always try to level with people's point of views. Like, I'm not the guy to argue. Like, I share the information. If that's what somebody thought, I'll just try to give them something else to think about. Like, he showed you a multitude of different things in there, and being able to, you know what I mean, just footwork, defense. He's got hit with shots, so he's showing you a chin. He's showing you the ability to make somebody miss and pay. He's took his power late. You get what I'm saying? He'll get what I'm saying. He'll box with the boxer and brawl with the brawler. Like, you know what I mean? So, dude just could do a lot in there, man. And I really feel like he's a complete athlete. You know what I mean? You get Devin back his 400K. That's what you call a robbery. Has that ever happened before? Am I crazy? I don't know. Hey, Eli, I ain't never heard that much fine for nobody. I ain't gonna lie. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? That's me. It's a lot of boxing I haven't seen, so I don't never know nobody to get fined that much. Devontae is like a horse kick. Facts, bro. That's why I say you got that mule kick. Salute to 10K. Appreciate you pulling up. Teach, what's good with it, Teach? Talking about Andy Cruz joining the ENNIS team. I think that's great for him, bro. I think he coming in trying to be great, bro. Yeah, nah, he Dre, he trolling Dre. He just that big dog the family. You gotta get to know him, right? He just trolling. Definitely all scripted a few times on ESPN. Yeah, right. And it's like they got him up out of there, bro. They got him up out of there. They wanted Loma to win. Yeah, they wanted him to win. Bob definitely wanted him to win. But Dad messed them plans up. And I keep saying to people, no disrespect to Lomachenko, but if you are on record for saying you took your foot off the gas in the 12th round, you are directly telling me that you did not give it your all. That young man did not take his foot off the gas, and you did. That might have been the difference in the fight. Simple and plain. That young man didn't stop. He kept trying. He never gave up on himself. He never stopped believing and trying to figure out the puzzle that is Lomachenko, and he put up a damn good fight. And I'm gonna get into something with Antonio Tarver, and we're gonna talk about that, man, because Antonio Tarver has something to say about Dave Haney that I don't know if I could agree with. So again, remember, I'm Just Do, y'all. I'm all about giving people their credit, not finding reasons to take it from them. I ain't knocking Antonio Tarver, and I think that he gave an honest assessment of what he thought, but I don't know if I could level with him saying that he don't think Devin Haney showed undisputed talent. Like, I don't think that's true. I don't get what, like, how could you not show undisputed talent when the fight played out like a 50-50 type of fight? Nobody got robbed, and that's what kind of action you get. The titles on the line don't make it any different. The fight was going to be what it was going to be, whether it was titles on the line or not. So when you say undisputed talent, like, what was he supposed to do? Blow Loma out because he got titles? Because he undisputed, he's supposed to blow a guy out that y'all said. Some of y'all said if you leave it up to Paulie said Dad wouldn't even fight him and he'd get his ass whooped. Paulie said Dad wouldn't even fight him and he'd get his ass whooped. What happened to that? That's what I mean. Then the fight play out. Then they want to cry robbery. What happened to him getting in there and whooping Dad's ass? He never done it. This is why he lost. And then they still cry. You get what I'm saying? I'm just not rocking with that. So again, I'm gonna play this this video clip from Antonio Tarver. I didn't agree with what he said. And again, I'm not a big disagree guy. I just have a different train of thought when it comes to what Dev's performance looked like. And again, I'm not over here trying to be no ass kiss. I'm not one of them dudes. I just like to give credit where it's due. And I think that's a big part of what's missing with boxing. Everybody want to be a super critic instead of just tipping a hat and giving the man a credit for going out there and putting on a hell of a fight. That's what you asked. That's what he gave you. And it's all people do is complain. And it kills me. It's like, and it's always the guys of yesteryear that used to box that just ain't never really got the best things to say about these fighters. And listen, I ain't saying pat him on his ass and told him he did everything right in the fight. That's not the case, but he got the job done. And that's what it's all about, to get the win. Every win ain't going to be a blowout. Every win ain't going to be dominant. Antonio Tarver should know that. That's all I'm saying. So it's like, when you say he didn't show undisputed talent, I'm not understanding that. I'm not like the belts make talent. No, it's the other way around. It's the talent that hold the belts that get the belts is credibility. I'm gonna always tell y'all that. I just don't get where he was going with that. You know, Loma went off in the 10th. In the 11th. Yeah, he did. He picked up some steam. He did. He definitely did, bro. He definitely did. Fought the gas and Charles. A-okay with it from there on out. And I finished the fight. Right. You get what I'm saying, D1? And again, I could start right there. And that's how you know I'm just a different person. I'm not trying to slight that man, Lomachenko, or shit on his performance. He said it. He said he took his foot off the gas. How you going to do that in a fight that's that close? You wasn't blowing him out. So what in the hell possessed you to think that was a reasonable train of thought? Oh, yeah, you know what? In a fight that's nip and tuck, that been back and forth, that's for all the marbles, my lifelong dream, I'm going to take my foot off the gas. In the biggest fight of my life, I'm going to take the foot off the gas against a young man that's really coming and trying to prove himself. Yeah, that make a lot of sense, Lomachenko. And then you know what? When I take my foot off the gas in the 12th round and I lose a close fight, I'm going to cry robbery, and I got my fans to do it with me. That's what's wrong with boxing. No, you don't get to cry robbery when you didn't even give it 100%. I really need to nail that point home. I need everybody in here to understand something. If that is my fighter, Shakur Stevenson is my guy. If that man was in a close fight and he come out and say out his mouth, I took my foot off the gas in the 12th round, I would be disappointed. He know better than to do some shit like that, bro. Even with him winning, he ain't trying to take your foot off the gas. Not no damn close fight. You got to leave it all in the ring, Lomachenko. And that's what Devin attempted to do. You did not. Young man left it in the ring. You didn't. You left some in there. And you lost because of it. A close fight. Everybody stuck on the 116, 112. I'm trying to point it out. Swing it one more point the other way, he still lose. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, that's not the reason he lost. He's the reason he lost. Not the judges. Lomachenko is the reason he lost. And Devin Haney, and the only thing he can say is who he not better than after the fight. Like, I'm like, man, it makes you look like a sore loser when you start getting right to talk about who you think better than, which is one of the guys that you said is better than him. He whooped his ass. You get what I'm saying? And it's crazy. And the other guy never wanted to fight him. Salute to everybody in the building. Man, y'all smashed that like button. Andre left his own HEARNs and gave him Canelo. Right, he wasn't able to secure the big fights, he said. You know what I mean? Y'all smashed that like button for me, man. Tarver hating. Yeah, man. Yeah. And again, I try not to say hating, right, Dre? And I get why you would say it. Y'all can say it for me. I ain't gonna say it, right? I'm gonna try to, you know, be more straight down the middle. I'm gonna say he gave his honest assessment, right? But I'm gonna say I just can't rock with that. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can't, he didn't display undisputed talent as BS. That's a way to slight him, bro. What did Loma display? And I just want to put this in perspective. Get that robbery garbage out of here. It wasn't no robbery. If Devin Haney won the fight and didn't display undisputed talent, then what the hell did Lomachenko display by losing? What did he display? I just need to know. If Dev Haney did not display undisputed talent, what in the hell did Lomachenko display by losing to a guy that didn't display undisputed talent? I just want to know. What did he show? He had 12 rounds. The man had 36 minutes to get it right, to beat that young boy, to figure him out. And you didn't do it. And y'all still crying. They still crying. Not only that, you got people that come out and pick you to be the winner as well. And you know what they do? After he lose, guess what they do to Lomachenko? And Pete, somebody was in here on my case when I was saying Lomachenko was privileged. So you telling me him losing his third fight and complaining for the third time in a loss about why he lost, his fans complaining with him, crying robbery, him losing, and then not only losing, staying in the #1 spot, and then them making Shakur the #2 in the WBC. You telling me that's not privilege? And he just lost. He's fresh off a loss. This is what I'm saying. This is what pushes people off of Lomachenko. He's very privileged. He's a privileged fighter, bro. Privileged fighter. You just took an L, and you know what? They feel sorry for you, so we're going to keep you at #1 just so you don't feel too bad. Man, get out of here, man. Make them fight for the spot. And I said this. I'm calling for it. Shakur and Lomachenko need to fight next. They need to fight for the #1 spot since they are giving spots. Shakur wants smoke, man. He said he thought Lomachenko was over past it until he seen the fight. He still think he a high-skilled fighter, and he'll love to fight him. Get his ass in there, man. Lomachenko, you got more work to do, bro. Get your ass in there, bro. No one was lying. He spent all 11. Yeah, he spent all he had left in the 11. Reitner's in the trap. Them body shots was eating him up, bro. I can't believe people said the body shots wasn't doing nothing, bro. And again, I'm all about giving people their credit. Loma fought a damn good fight, but it just wasn't enough. And the fact that, like I said, he openly told us he took his foot off the gas. I know you didn't give it your all. That young boy did, and he won. And I'm leaving it at that. Next fight up. Now fight Shakur since you want to be number one still. Fight him. Please fight him. Fight him. If you like that, remember, you the great Lomachenko. You ain't got time to waste. You might as well go after everybody. All the smoke. He probably did his homework, seen the score as well for body work. Could have, he could have, because he invested in the body very early, D1, and I was impressed. I was like, yo, he's going to give himself a real good chance at winning this fight because he's staying on that body. And that was just my thoughts watching it. Tarver long neck, where's yeah, crazy, yeah. So yeah, man. Nah, they just your facts, bro. They just don't be giving people they just do, yo. Edgar Chavez jersey in the building. D-man, stupid. Thomas, what's good, bro? Appreciate you pulling up. You know it, Case Avoid. Come on, man. Come on. So yeah, let's talk about this real quick too, about why I pull this up, man. Y'all smash that like button for me. No, Shakur mad as hell, right? Yeah, man. He right. So did y'all hear that they got Dev at number 8 on the Ring magazine, I think. Pound for pound number 8. They got the young king number 8. Let's see. Boom. I don't know if y'all can see that, right? But I'm gonna read that to y'all. I don't know if y'all can see it, but this is the Ring magazine updated pound for pound list, y'all. This is the G Royal salute, fam. Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling? That man, he beat Lomachenko clear out of 8-4. I got you 8 out of 12 in favor of Devin. Dev had one round wrong in the fight, but even if they gave Loma one round, yeah, he would have still lost. I was saying that too, G Royal. You right. C was salute, family. Appreciate you pulling up. Says Shakur moving funny. How so? I don't think so. How so? I mean, because I don't even want to sound like I'm protecting or nothing, but I've been hearing that, and it's like, and again, I guess it's all how you process things, right? And if somebody feel like he moving funny, maybe he is, but to me, I don't see it, because this is how I look at Shakur, right? I look at, we know the history. I don't want to run it down and spend too much time on it. We know what it is, right? That's a guy that's grew up through the Olympic ranks fighting the absolute best fighters in the world. You get what I'm saying? Now the money on the line. You did it for free. Now the money on the line, right? And it's like, on one end, I hear fans say, if he say something about fighting Tank Davis, they say he's clout chasing. There's no way in hell he want to fight him. He's clout chasing him. Then if he say, you know what, I'll fight Devin Haney. It's like, you know what, that's a publicity stunt. Ain't no way in hell you want to fight Devin Haney. He say Lomachenko. It's like, damn, why you say you want to fight? It's like he can't win for losing. I just say put the best man in there with Shakur and let him prove it. Because I think he one of them, but he still got to prove it, right? But I definitely think he one of them. That's my guy. But I've been hearing that. And again, it's like he jumped in the ring, right? He jumped in the ring after Dev fought, and I would have thought people would have appreciated that notion, him doing that to create the kind of excitement, people wanted. You get what I'm saying? He try to give people what they want. I think if the tables was on the other, the shoe was on the other foot, tables would turn. I think if somebody jumped in the ring with him and he jumped out, they'd be calling him something. They'd be calling him a duck for that too. I don't know. You can't win. I don't know what he supposed to do though, but I just know he just got the 135 and dudes is turning him down. I do know that. Who's going for butt up as soon as he get a chance, I promise. 11-1 spot doesn't mean mandatory spot. We just seen number 2 man who gets spot over a number 1 fighter. You know how they do with them rankings, Mr. Vegas. You know how they do. Dante All Boxing Talk, what's good with it, fam? Billionaire Boxing, what's good with it, my bro? How you feeling? Appreciate you pulling up. Good to see you back, man. Salute to Billionaire Boxing, man. Y'all go check the Brody out if y'all haven't, man. Go Go check out Billionaire Boxing on Shakur and Haney and Tank to mix it up. Yeah, any of the fights is cool. Like, you get what I'm saying? Even if I got my pick, it's entertainment for me. It's never personal. And I don't care who I think gonna beat who. It's always love for the sport, man. We just want to see it keep going forward. Salute, Mr. Vegas. Salute to everybody in the building. They still got Lomas at 10. Yeah, they got him at 10. They got Javante at 9. Dev made it at 8 on this Ring Magazine list right here. You know what I'm saying? I was surprised to see Tank there. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I was surprised. And again, anytime they give these young kings opportunity to shine, you know, it's cool. Like, I don't know if Dev should be higher, but I'm glad he's there. Not to say that they list validates anybody, but it's good to see him get somewhat of his just due, right? It's good to see them kind of recognize, you know what I'm saying, that he one of them ones. And they got Tank up there too. So the fact, you can argue about the placement maybe all day. You could pick and poke, take guys out. For me, I don't really care. I'm glad to see them both on the same list. I ain't think I'd see that. So maybe they starting to get it right, you know? Maybe they starting to get it right. Who's the most talented welterweight in the world? To me, he definitely one of them, Dante. Definitely one of them for sure. That's my guy. How can better be not be on there? You never know, Thrill, right? You just never know. You get what I'm saying? Much, of course, Stevenson deserves a shot at Devin Haney for undisputed champion. So, yeah, look, I'm with any of them, Dre. I'm with any of them, bro. Any of them. Like, I ain't got no specific pick. Like, as long as I get to see them fight. And again, that's the only way these dudes gonna prove they worth, because we know where the cream of we know who the cream of the crop is, y'all. We know who the cream of the crop is, and we just want to see them all mix it up. You get what I'm saying? The sooner the better for all of us, right? That's what we want for our money. You get what I'm saying? But again, I understand that just looking at the landscape of things, some of these fights is not gonna happen exactly when we want. Like, again, I don't know. I don't see Dev taking another fight right away at 35. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I just don't know. Dougie Fisher said out his mouth, the Ring Magazine is by popularity. I can't take it standing serious. Yeah, but it's still good to see that they recognize, right? To some degree, right? And none of these lists like really matter all that much to me. But again, it was just good to kind of see that he was somewhere on somebody's pound for pound list. If y'all get my drift, certain fighters just don't get enough credit, and it's good to see him get it, is what I'm saying. So to some degree, you know what I'm saying? Damn, I'm say he don't want to rematch with Dev. I keep hearing that too. I keep hearing that, but I'm wondering what is they pressing for? Because his team wrote a letter talking about pressing for a rematch. Or making them the mandatory something. They make Shakur not want to fight him. What does Haney do that would make Shakur not want to fight him? I don't know. I be trying to give all these dudes their credit, bro. I think they'll all fight each other if the business is right. I always try to be straight down the middle and say that about all of them. People be wanting to call one of the other ducks. I'm not into it, right? Not these fighters. I don't look at them as the ducks of boxing. Who's going around catch them like feel like you got caught up in the emotion of Loma versus Haney. Ain't nothing wrong. Listen, you know, over here, see what ain't nothing wrong with the opinion. I just you know, I just said I didn't see it that way, and it ain't nothing wrong if you see it that way. And I don't even disagree with you, right? I just have a different train of thought with it. Like, again, right? And again, I'm gonna just talk about like what you're speaking on, like with the Haney situation, right? When he came out and said what he thought about the fight, they immediately deemed him a hater, right? They immediately deemed Shakur a hater, right? Then he came back and retracted that. He said he exaggerated out his own mouth. He said he exaggerated with that 8-4 card. He said it was more like a 7-5, maybe for Loma, right? And even with that, even after catching his own self, he's not allowed to like make a mistake or make an emotional. You get what I'm saying? He's not allowed to do that, right? He's not allowed to do it. He caught himself, said, yo, you know what? I exaggerated out his own mouth. It's not no 8-4, more like 7-5 for Loma, right? And then he still called him a hater. He just hating. He just hating. So I'm like, where was this train of thought when he came out before the fight and said he thought Dev was going to smoke Lomachenko? Why wasn't he a hater when he said that? Then when it got closer to the fight and he was at the fight and he gave his thoughts again, he said Dev gonna give Lomachenko hell. He doubled down again and said Dev was gonna beat him. Nobody called him a hater for that. But it's like once he seen the way the fight played out and gave an honest assessment, and maybe the first one was a bit emotional, like you said, I agree. And he caught himself. I think he even thought that. That's why he say he exaggerated. So I agree with you right there. He caught himself. But it's like, why do he got to be a hater? And that's the only thing I don't like about the fight. Nobody can say what they thought on either end without being a hater. And not saying you're doing that, but you get what I'm saying? People are calling him a hater. But he wasn't a hater for saying Dad was going to smoke him. You get what I'm saying? Loma fans wasn't calling him a hater for saying Loma was going to get smoked. At least I didn't see that, right? So it's like, I don't get it. He was rooting for the guy, but then he see the way the fight play out and the fight play out differently than he had it in his head. He give an assessment and he a hater. Not called by you, but by people. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I don't get it. He wouldn't have jumped in the ring. They would have say he should have. Yeah, I think so too, Kurt. I think so too. They would have said he should have jumped in there. Why he ain't do it? See, he really ain't want to fight him. Then when he did it, it was still something wrong with that. Why he do that? Why don't you let Dev enjoy his moment? It's like, yo, this boxing, bro. It ain't personal. It's not like that. It's about them fighting each other. It's all, they got mutual respect between each other. That's why I rock with both of them. They got mutual respect. That's what I like. But they want to prove who better. I mean, is Bob moving funny? Shakur is a smoke. Bob not going to give him the fights he wants. Going to be another buzz situation in a few years. I will hope not. Nerds in the trap. I hear people saying that, though. I hear people saying that. Came back after watching their fight. Uninfluenced, saying it was even closer than he originally thought. And again, a couple people did that too. See, well, a couple people did that. Know what I'm saying? A couple people did that. Know what I mean? A couple people did it live. I know some people that called it a certain way live and went back and watched it. You get what I'm saying? It happens. You get what I'm saying? I'm just saying you're not above making an emotional decision, or maybe you was influenced maybe by the crowd. Who knows what it was? But I respect them. This is me. I respect them for saying, yo, I exaggerated. It wasn't no 8-4, 7-5 for Loma, but they still was calling him a hater. So it's like, if he wasn't a hater when he said Dad was gonna smoke him, he ain't no damn hater for seeing the fight play out and saying what he thought. Like, I think that's crazy, because it's like Terence Crawford also thought Loma won. I guess he a hater too, because him and Shakur the same person. People be saying that, right? So it's like, I don't know. I just see things different. I try not to be too overly, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people sometimes get caught up in the moment. Now, I didn't. I thought Dad won. I just didn't think they was gonna give it to him in a close fight, though. But I'm glad he did get it. No Jamel, though. But where's Jamal? A black fighter would never be on the list with 3 losses. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. In my opinion, I don't think so. We call it clout chasers just for getting a fight rolling because it got to start somewhere. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't understand boxing no more. Or no, it's not boxing I don't understand. I be trying to understand the way people think. When is it okay for fighters to say, look, I want to fight him? You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. If you say you want to fight somebody and you don't have intentions on fighting them, that's a terrible clout chase. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Any fighter that's calling another fighter out and don't have no intentions on fighting them and clout, that's a bad clout chase, because it does nothing good for your career. But if you are a fighter that's proven time and time again that you with fighting the best available opponent, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt when you call for a quality opponent and say you really want to fight them. I'm not going to say you just clout chasing. You get what I'm saying? I don't be understanding that. And it's like Ryan Garcia, fight Tank. Hector Garcia, fight Tank. Leo Santa Cruz, a fight Tank. You know, Barrio, so on and so forth. But Shakur won't fight him. Those dudes have more. That's basically when people say he's just clout chasing Tank and he won't fight him. That's pretty much what people saying. Then when it's a publicity stunt with Dev, so you telling me Cambosis fought him twice. You get what I'm saying? Jorge Linares, Jojo Diaz, Gamboa, and a slew of other guys. They all fought him. But Shakur really won't fight him. He's just going to clout chase him. It makes zero sense to me. The logic behind it makes no sense. It's like you telling me a guy that's been groomed to fight the best fighters in the world going to get there when it's the money on the line and decide to start clout chasing now? When has he ever been a clout chaser? It's like people they don't go off of track record. They go off of what they think, not what you've been shown. The guy has shown you, the young man has shown you since he's been in boxing to be one of the top guys each and every time he step in the ring. But people are still question his heart or his mental and say what he is and what he ain't. It's weird to me. It's like, let these young men get in there and fight and prove it. You get what I'm saying? Before we say what they not. Just like I can't say all the way what he is. I can tell you what I think he is, but he still got to prove it. You know what I'm saying? Put Dev in there, all that. Fuck all the validation. Yeah. We don't need their validation, D man. But again, just so people understand, it's good to start seeing them get some just due. You get what I'm saying? Some. And think about this, y'all. He already been undisputed. The only thing different now is he beat Loma. You get what I'm saying? So it's like now y'all put him on the list. You get what I'm saying? Now after Loma. So it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, we definitely need no validation from them, bro. Never though. Man, let me go all the way down. Pardon me, y'all. Pardon me, man. Salute to everybody in the building. Seattle Rick, what's good with it, family? How you feeling, bro? He said you watched it 3 times and still saw it all hinged on that 12th round. Loma should have mashed the gas pedal all the way to the final bell. C Wood, I couldn't agree more, bro. All facts. And man, again, C Wood, we're not knocking him. He put on a good performance, right? He fought well, but he said he took his foot off the gas in the 12th. He openly said that. And I'm like, damn, you tell me that you didn't put out 100%. So I don't find a big issue with him losing a fight in which he didn't give 100%. You get what I'm saying? In the biggest fight of his life for all the marbles, the biggest fight of his career, and maybe what would be maybe his last time to achieve his lifelong dream. You get what I'm saying? So it's crazy. Seattle Rick, what's good with my bro? How you feeling, man? Appreciate you pulling up, man. I got to ignore it. I'm gonna ignore any ignorance and negativity right now. I'm gonna keep it positive and on the box. And Keyshawn might have been hating a little bit though. He might have been a little emotionally invested, right? He was going on, wasn't he? And again, I look at this Shakur Stevenson. Players mess up, you know what I mean? Players mess up. Players mess up, you know what I mean? But I know it's a mutual respect between them two. And I know his assessment was an honest one the second time around because he had time to watch it again and give a real one. And I respect him for catching himself like, yo, there wasn't no damn 8-4, more like 7-5. And it's like so many people have seen it 7-5. Is everybody that's seen it 7-5 a hater, or is it just Shakur? You get what I'm saying? It's like, bro, what do we get out of hating on Dev? That's weird. You get what I'm saying? You see Dev told him he number one. What'd he say? He said for now, he acknowledging, yeah, you number one. And he got to give it to him because he got the belts. And we got years ahead of him to move up. The fairy tale rankings, right. And again, y'all, we don't need a validation at all, right? But I just want y'all to understand. Just Do is glad to see him getting his just due a little bit. You get what I'm saying? They've been slighting they've been slighting a lot of our fighters for a long time, man. It's just good to see fighters that's going out there proving it, getting their credit deservingly. PGH Big Dog, what's good, fam? How you feeling? Mystery Machines, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? What's good with it? Salute to my Brody A1, man. He said not everybody got the ability to utilize objectivity, which is just being able to look past your emotions, shit annoying, man. Man, that's why I love talking to the Brody, man. You get it. That's why I say over here, y'all, I'm not a disagreeing type of guy. Somebody say something that I don't like see, that don't, you know what I mean? I rock out with you. I mean, right though, A1. Right. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Now, Devin Haney, badass Devin Haney. Listen, and again, it's easy to jump on that bandwagon. And look, Shakur, my guy, I'm from Jersey, so that's my favorite fighter, right? But I don't think he's running from him. I know people would feel like that and they could jump on that bandwagon, but I don't think it's that. You know what I mean? I think he should have stood in the ring, yeah. You know what I mean? But am I gonna make him out to be scared of him because he ain't staying there? Nah, I'm not gonna do that. You know what I mean? It's easy to do that, but I ain't gonna do that. Like I don't. You know what I mean? It's just what it was. Like it's a number of different things, reasons why he could have got in there, man. Maybe they thought the Loma was gonna be the guy. You know what I mean? Maybe he thought he was getting in there to approach Loma. Who knows, right? Fish Grease, what's good with the family? How you feeling? You could feel about being moved to Loma. Yeah, right, PGH, right. They did him like that. They did it. They moved my boy right up out of that, move him right up out of the way. They moved him right up out of the way. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's all good. It's all good, bro. It's all good. But look, time I tell. Look, I at the end of the day, it's always a silver lining, right? It's Shakur, like, and this is my thoughts, and I think he'd agree. If you want that #1 spot, I'm pretty sure he don't mind fighting for it, right? I'm pretty sure he don't mind fighting for it. He already said it. He said he thought Loma was over the hill before this fight. He said after this fight, he's seen that he still got it. He said he's still like a good fighter and he'd love to fight him. There you go. Problem solved. They both on top rank. Easy fix. Make them fight for it, right? That don't sound reasonable. Right to the point. No fluff, right? Throw him right in there. And I don't want to hear he just lost to Devin Haney. What he supposed to do? Retire? Nah, he going to fight again. Live on and fight again, right? Fight the next man up. This is the great VASYL high-tech matrix Lomachenko, right? He could beat everybody, right? Throw him right in there with Shakur, no problems. Easy fix. Fight for the #1 spot. And you let Dad figure out what he going to do and let Tank get the vacation that he deserved. And when he done, when he come back, we see what happens, man. We see what happens. Dad needs a couple easy fights at 140 to work on his craft. I mean, Thomas, I don't know, man. The man, he asking for that he got in touch with Eddie Hearn to fight Regis. I think he going right for it. And again, L-Dub is a credible guy, so I know he right. He said that's a fact that he reached out to Eddie Hearn about fighting Regis Prograis. I think that's brave, it's bold, and it's something I didn't think he was going to do. I didn't think he was going to do that. Shakur mad at Loma, so Shakur going after Loma as now, right, Casey boy. What you supposed to do, right? Get the most realistic fight. My thing is, the day I see him have an opportunity for Smoke contract in hand or sent, or you know what I mean, and he turned down Smoke, I'll call him out for it. But I just don't see him as one of those fighters. You know what I'm saying? I think he very ambitious. I think he want a little bit of everything, right? If you can, but he want the best fight possible, and I don't think that's far off the mark. God self, what's good with it, fan? Midday, man. Good nap, man. Nothing wrong with that, God self. How you feeling, man? Black Belt Ben, what's good with it? I think Devin felt like Tank did after Ryan fight. When I asked him about Devin and Tank, said this is my moment. I didn't want to talk about anyone else. And look, I ain't against that. That could be, bro. I'm a open-minded dude. Yo, that's possible, bro. It's possible. The only thing I could say, and that could be the selfish fan in me, right? That could be the selfish fan in me wanting him to stay in the ring and get what I'm saying? After he just fought 12 rounds in a tough fight, right? That could be the selfish fan in me, but the selfish fan in me also thinks that they would have demanded that same thing from Core on the other end. So I think long as people can understand you wanting that doesn't make it personal, a personal thing. You just want to see it from some entertainment like type shit. So the fact that he didn't do it, it's like it's all good. You know what I mean? They'll meet up. You know what I mean? DK was good with it. And put pressure, we will never get what we want. Right, yo, nah, facts. Now it's the facts, bro. These YouTube streets is real. Everybody in this chat is real. What we say, our voice is real, bro. Our voice is real. Facts, DK. Salute to you, bro. Everyone smart, just don't think he's ready. Right, I feel you. I could feel that. Dad running straight to the smoke. Right, going at Regis, bro. Going at Regis, he got my utmost respect, bro. He got my utmost respect. Going straight at Regis, that's crazy. He going straight at him, and then again, most people, I from what I've heard people say they don't think Dad would fight Regis, and I think that's a dangerous fight. But you going right for the smoke, man? You ain't wasting no time, bro. Think you need to take the Rolly belt first, PGH. Somebody was suggesting that PGH. Damn, who just suggested that? Somebody suggested that Devin Haney fight Rolly. Man. Damn, I forgot who just suggested that, bro. But yeah, that as his entry to 140, they suggested that he fight Rolly, bro. They moved Shakur down the ring as fast as Haney got out the ring. Right. They quick, right? Quick. And they you know what I mean? They got respect for that too. Right, man. I like the mutual respect between both fighters. Brand name fighters in the weight class. Boxing is in excellent shape. Even the MURATALLA and GARCIA gym is good. MURATALLA, right. MURATALLA, Tay, the queen, the real queen of MMA combat. How you feeling, queen? Appreciate you stopping through. Robert Garcia say he's very confident that Raymond MURATALLA beat Devin Haney. And of course he's supposed to be because that's his fighter. But he said he understands that that fight is a high risk, low reward for Dev, so he don't expect him to take it. You know what I mean? Rightfully so. So Most of those fans throwing beer bottles at that. Yep. No. Case of void. They hit Bill in the head with a bottle. You ain't see it? You ain't see it, Case of void? I thought that was crazy. I thought that was wild. I thought that was wild disrespectful. Like, damn, like, it ain't never that serious. This just boxing, bro. Y'all out here throwing bottles. Like, I think he had a little mark or something on his head. Yeah, they had hit Bill Haney with a bottle, bro. They hit Bill Haney with a bottle. Devin Haney's skills will dominate 140. His toughest fight is where he's at now. David SHAKUR, even Loma at 140. Maybe that Garcia would have fought him. Nah. Yeah, I mean, look, Devin SHAKUR, I mean, Tank and SHAKUR always going to be tough fights, right? I think the dogs at 140 will be tough fights. It's not that they can't win them, but they'll be tough, right? And they're supposed to be. It's not going to get easier. It's not going to get easier. Y'all make sure y'all punch that like button one time, man, for your bro. One time for your bro if you have it, man. Punch that like button for me. But yeah, they was launching them beer bottles, man. But yeah, man, he had some tough fights at 140. Them top dogs would definitely be tough. The Regis, the Matisses, the Josh Taylors. I think he'll beat Teofimo. I always thought that. I just think he just got way more confidence. He'll beat Tio. I just feel like he'll beat Tio. Rory's gonna have to fight the champion and recess. Yeah, I think so. He got, at least he's in line to be able to get his title back if they get his situation squared away. Right in the face. Yeah, right. I'm like, that's crazy, man. He's a big boy though. He'll be okay. He wasn't leaking. Yeah, he wasn't leaking. I was just like, yeah, it ain't Case of boy. That's dangerous, bro. That's dangerous. I know some people, that he's good. You probably could he laugh at it a little bit, but for me, I'm looking at it like, yo, people be wilding. don't hit me with no bottle walking through, bro. Like, come on, man. We just fought 12 rounds, bro. Y'all throwing bottles. That's wrong with these people. They should reach to the camera crew and find out who threw the bottle of soda. It was along with Loma for crying and whining, right? Because if it was the other way around, bro, if it was Loma or if it was Egas Clemens that got hit with a bottle, I could just imagine. How you feel about Regis and Dev fight? Just Trey, man. Salute to my bro Trey. That'd be crazy. Look, Dev, in my opinion, man, y'all know, look, I want to be clear. I don't fanboy for nobody. I just give credit where it's due. If he just gave us a Lomachenko fight, that was a real 50-50 fight to me. That's a respectable fight, regardless of what people think about Lomachenko, right? If he's going after Regis, like, for real, legit, like, if this fight's a fight that he really gonna pursue, like a first fight at 140, I gotta tip my hat to him. That's a dangerous fight, especially just going straight to 140, not allowing your body to acclimate to the weight properly and just jumping right in there with the top dog. That's not easy, bro. That's not easy. Regis is a top dog at 40, and there's no doubt that'll be a tough fight. You could see ways that he can box him and be successful, right? But that's gonna be a tough fight. That's not gonna be no easy fight. You know what I'm saying? For either guy, respectfully. But if that's where he's going, straight to that smoke, I gotta respect that. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's like you leave in one division where it's smoke at, probably because your body can't make the weight no more, right? And then you go into another division, right, to some more smoke. So I tip my hat to him. Like, I respect the hell out of it, and it'll be a tough fight for both. It'll be another real 50-50. He'll definitely have to earn the respect of Regis Prograis to keep him honest. You get what I'm saying? Like, the last thing you want is Regis Prograis walking you down, hitting you with shots. That's a strong dude, physical dude, man. He get physical and he get busy. But that'd be a good fight. That'd be a good fight, bro. Regis next. I'm going to respect. Yeah. Much respect for him. Dante, win or lose, bro. The fans wasn't happy with this decision. Yeah, I get it, Stone said, but it's like you've seen worse. Because look, just to point this out, where's the outrage for Ismael Barroso being 40 years old and getting robbed of an opportunity? Now, look, I get it. Like, people are going to say, but that was for Undisputed. No, a robbery is a robbery. We going off principle. Robbery is a robbery. Where's the outrage for Ismael Barroso? That fight was stopped in the 9th round due to a flurry that didn't even land. You get what I'm saying? Now, the push down wasn't even a knockdown. You get what I'm saying? So that was for a title as well. Like, we going to be crying robbery for Lomachenko, we got to be crying out for Ismael Barroso. He 40 years old. He older than Loma, 5 years older. And some could say he older than that. So he'll never get another opportunity. That's a clear robbery. Lomachenko and Devin Haney was a 50-50 fight, and that's how the action played out. You get what I'm saying? You know it, Cuzzo. Say Furton versus NUA, who I got Cool Boy, man. I think Cool Boy a bit more versatile. I think he could box a bit better at all three ranges. I could be wrong. I think he's just shown to have a deeper bag to me. You know what I'm saying? NUA is also a guy that's shown some versatility as well. He can box. He can box as well. He got that power for real. I think the power is gonna carry up with him. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's gonna be very important to see how Cool Boy approach this fight, what range this fight is fought at, man. Because again, like I said, Cool Boy is very versatile in there, man. He's very battle tested. You know what I mean? 20 fights, got 9 undefeated guys on a resume. Always took the tough routes, the tough fights. I think we're gonna see a damn good fight, man. And again, we getting that shortly before we get Spence and Buzz. So we getting 2 great fights in the same week, not even just the same month, the same week. So that's crazy. So I'm definitely rocking with Cool Boy. Salute the Monster anyway. Another 50-50 type fight. You know what I'm saying? Right. The judges was crazy. You already know, because people be tripping. Devin won the fight, lost the battle. Something like that. You already know, because Regis is the man at 140, and if Devin fights him, hit me, because Regis is the man at 140, and if Devin fights him, he gets all my respect. Absolutely do. Absolutely. Got to get that man his just due. That's what I'm all about. So a lot of times when I have these conversations, that's where I'm coming from. I try to give people their credit where boxing just don't. You know what I mean? And that's what my voice is for. You know what I mean? I got to give people their credit, man. And I think I stay pretty consistent with that. You know what I'm saying? You know, right and fight Regis, that's crazy case of all. You get what I'm saying? Big respect to that. And that's the problem, though, Stone said. You got 18 fans, bro. Ain't no public outrage. We just got to be, but you get what I'm saying? We got to be fair. We got to be real across, or we got to be straight across the board. The hell with fair, because boxing ain't fair, right? But we got to be real across the board, right? So we want fair judging and people getting they just due in every fight. Barroso got did wrong, man. He got did wrong, bro. He got did wrong. Folding good, but in skills, powers, combination on a different level. Yeah, I mean, listen, you ain't wrong, bro. You ain't wrong. Anyway, is a dog, man. He's truly a dog. Athletic. Yeah, man. And again, he never been in a ring with this type of fighter. So we're going to see. It's going to be interesting, man. Yeah, give him his props. He didn't score the fight. He just went out there and fought it. And he ain't complain. Slid that Gucci to Barroso. Did he trade grease with fire? Was good with it. Yeah, man. Fulton, man. Fulton is a school guy, man. Cool Boy. Scooter gonna handle business, man. This gonna be a great fight, bro. It's gonna be a great fight. May the best man win. We're gonna be right here. I'm gonna be right here calling it, man. We're gonna call it. We're gonna call the fight. Not for the rematch. Dropping. Yeah, I think Loma about to be out of luck. I hope he fights Shakur next. That's why I didn't scream robbery. Right. Because we seen a lot of, yeah, you really do. Facts. You got to snatch them belts from the champ. And Kubo might be more susceptible to the whooping. Listen, anything is possible. Listen, all Monster NUA knows how to win, bro. And that's all he's been doing. He's been knocking people out in large part. You get what I'm saying? So, listen, I understand that the confidence people have. It's not blind confidence. I understand he got a real chance to come in here and take it from Cool Boy, but I think he's gonna make it very difficult, man. I just seen a nice level of versatility from Cool Boy. I seen him, you know what I mean, be able to win fights in different manners and different facets. I seen him beat a guy at his own game. Then I seen him box and kind of swim without getting wet a little bit. You get what I'm saying? Of course, you're gonna get hit, but you get what I'm saying. He looked good doing it, so he got a lot. That's the word that sticks out to me the most. Versatility with Cool Boy with this fight. Period. Who's going to show more? Who's going to show more wrinkles and dimensions to their game, man? Like, I don't think it's just going to be about monsters anyway, just like it ain't going to be just about Cool Boys boxing, right? We're going to get some of everything in this fight. And that's just why we need to see it. Josh Taylor, Lopez. I think Teo in trouble. Fighter, if his chin can hold up. I mean, I'm just not a guy that tells people they're wrong when they have an opinion, right? Because how I'm gonna tell you wrong for thinking anyway is a better fighter if I'm gonna say I think Cool Boy. You get what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna tell you wrong for that. I say it's interesting. I've heard people say that before. You know what I mean? I just, Cool Boy just showing a lot of versatility to me, man. And I think he's battle tested, and he never took the easy route. I think things like that, he's shown character throughout his career and consistently. You get what I'm saying? I just like what I see from him. You know what I mean? But no doubt, this gonna be it's a pick 'em fight, man. It could go either way, man. And in Coke time, hey man, cheers to my bro Mike Biggs, man. Enjoy it, Brody. Right, everybody actually think weak save Rosa from life change of damage. Yeah, I mean. For me, Eli, when I seen that highlight, bro, and I seen like none of them punches landed, I couldn't see why he was stopping it. I'm hoping Cool Boy gets it. Yeah, me too. Robisi will make his defense on the phone. Anyway, Carl, oh, that's dope, man. Salute to Robisi, man. Appreciate you, L-Dub, always adding that info in the chat, bro. Anyway, spank. I'm sorry, gonna get spanked. Yeah, man. I got my boy Cool Boy pulling it off, Now Taylor. T on the decline. The Cambosa's lost, and his last one was a gift. He lost the fight. Where that was the outcry. That's what I be saying, Dre. That's what I be saying, bro. Like that's why I say, like, let's be more selective with the word duck, robbery, things like that. Let's be more responsible with them words. You get what I'm saying? I just don't think what we seen last Saturday was a robbery. That's just what a close fight looked like. And maybe we can blame boxing, right, in a certain sense, right, for not giving us enough of these type of fights so we could get used to seeing what close fights look like. No disrespect to nobody, but I feel like it's a ton of people that's just not particularly used to what close fights are. And when you get them, robbery. Did you see the card? And just think about something. Level with me, y'all. Just follow me for a second. People are screaming robbery. Did you see the 116, 112? Oh, my God. Take 1 point away and put it the other way, and he still wins the fight. People won't even think that far into it. He still would have lost. Yeah, that scorecard was a bit wide, yes, but he still would have won had you gave him one less point because 115, 113 was pretty damn fair all the way around the board. You get what I'm saying? So just got to be mindful. Like, we got to blame boxing a little bit for not giving us enough of these 50-50 encounters where we could really get used to what a great fight is, and that's what we got. I think people are so hung up on the decision that their guy didn't win. You get what I'm saying? That they just can't realize you seen a great fight, bro. You seen a great fight. And that's why, again, I can't level with Antonio Tarver when he said, Devin Haney didn't display pound for pound, or undisputed talent, pardon me, not pound for pound, undisputed talent is what he said. So, and again, it's not about disagreeing with his assessment. I just have a different train of thought. I think that man showed undisputed level talent in the ring. And I think he was just in there with a credible opponent. And that's why we got the kind of fight we got. And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're going to get. When you get a real dog in the ring, you put two dogs in there with each other, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get a close fight more times than not. Y'all make sure y'all punch that like button out for me. That Barossa lost the only robbery we saw this month. Yeah, that one was terrible, PGH. It was terrible, bro. It was terrible. Right. Blame the judges. All right. And then again, bro, you know what? I could even go a step further. Case avoid, no slight to him. Blame Lomachenko for taking his foot off the gas in the 12th round. You know what I'm saying? Took your foot off the gas, not giving it 100% effort. You don't do that. All I'm saying is I'm putting that in perspective with my favorite fighter. If he gave less than 100% and he end up losing, I would be very disappointed. And you will have nobody to blame but yourself. Because it's not one of those, it's not like one of those fights, y'all, where we see a guy give 110% out there and really make it definitive and don't get the nod. It wasn't that. He didn't make it definitive. You know what I'm saying? Nobody walked away with it. Nobody got dog walked, as they call it in the fight. Get what I'm saying? This was a great fight, and I could appreciate it because we need more of them. And I feel like that's one of the ways we get more of these type of fights. Let's appreciate it, and everybody don't cry robbery. Know what I mean? Because then what's the incentive of giving us a good fight? all we gonna do is cry about it anyway, right? I really think like that. Like these people gonna lie, man, what's the use of giving these people a 50-50? They're gonna just cry somebody got robbed anyway. You get what I'm saying? And that ain't entirely true. He ain't nobody get robbed, man. You gotta do more. I mean, that's just all it is. Salute to you, Mike Biggs. Enjoy, bro. Rosa was good with it, bud, and her dog. I feel you, man. Sandro Martin got robbers. TL, yeah, man. Right. I thought Sandro Martin could have pulled that off for sure. Me too. PGH, real quick, just to run it down. PGH, he got 3 losses in 20 fights. He's 17-3. When he lost against Salido, he said Salido was dirty, and it was all the dirty tactics, the low blows, and things like that, right? Fast forward a little bit up. He lost to Teofimo. He said his shoulder was bad, right? You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, 6-7 rounds into the fight, his shoulder all of a sudden is good again, which blew my mind. But anyway, whatever. Then you fast forward up even more to last Saturday. He fights Dev. Now it's a robbery. I'm not putting no smut on his name. I'm just connecting the dots, y'all. That's not a coincidence. That's math. That's 3 fights. That's 3 excuses, bro. Every single time he lose, that's very frustrating because other fighters don't have that same luxury and privilege to be able to keep complaining after every single loss. And just to make a, you know what I mean, a quick point. Deontay Wilder was told to take your loss like a man, shut up and stop crying, or fight him again. You get what I'm saying? You should have knocked him out. All this stuff, when we know what happened, he ain't gonna even run it down, but we know what it is, right? He was told to shut up and fight and stop making excuses. He got called everything but his real name. But here we go with Lomachenko. He's on his 3rd loss and his 3rd excuse, and nobody has an issue with it. I find an issue with that. That's a problem for me. You know what I mean? He's a crybaby a little bit, man. And again, I blame some of that is to Top Rank and how they've treated him and his fan base. Y'all coddle this dude, and he feel like anybody talking about in their mind, they feel like they didn't lose when they got 2 L's sitting on their resume. We gotta admit is a bit out of touch with reality. What do you in your mind? You never lost. You got 2 and you got 3 now. But this was a guy that said that. You got to think about the mind of a guy that says something like that, and then you got to think what helps him think stuff like that. You know what helped him think like that? The fact that they removed his losses at one point. Remember that when they erased the losses? And then he comes out. It's no wonder he comes out and say he felt like he never lost in his mind because y'all make him feel like he's untouchable. He's human just like the rest of these fighters. He's a damn good fighter. Lomachenko, VASYL Lomachenko, or Vasily, however you want to pronounce it. He's a damn good fighter, yo. But he is not the level that Top Rank as a promotional company has sold us on. No, he is not that. But he's damn good. Very good fighter. Now I never diss him. He don't look like a washed up guy and none of that. There may be some slippage there, but rightfully so. You know what I mean? He spent too much time in the amateurs, in my opinion. But that's just my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Just Devin talking about dropping the belts or coming back to 135. I did play a little short clip, Trey, a couple days ago where Haney was saying, you know, maybe he test the waters out at 140, see how he feel or whatever, and then maybe come back down to 135 and defend his belts. I thought that's a bit risky because I feel like once you go up, you stay up, but I could be wrong. But that's just something that he said. And you know, some people will crucify him for it. I'm not here to do that. Like, at least I don't know, it's risky because it's like on you looking at everything you earned at 35. You get what I'm saying? You just got it, and it's like you just now getting the recognition and just do. And it's like, if I leave these belts here, do they still give me that same respect? I'm not saying he think like that, but maybe that's some of the things he do think, right? Do I still have that same respect, or should I just drop the belts being that I can't really make the weight? You get what I'm saying? I feel like it's a difficult decision to make because either which way is somebody going to complain. You know what I mean? You can't please everybody. And I think as long as he understand that and don't try to please everybody, make the best decision for him, his health, his career, he'll be all right. He make a decision that he could live with. That's what it's all about. Not one that people could live with. And that's just being real. He got to make a decision that suits him and his team. You get what I'm saying? And hopefully, you know, his people will understand it. Just hope the majority understand why he do what he do. You know what I'm saying? 16-112, no robbery. The judges gave Devin most of the close rounds. Right. That's what it was too. That's a good way to look at it too. Right. Well, the entitled person is when they take a L, they don't know what it means to deal with adversity because everything's been given to them. And A1, you get what I'm saying? You couldn't be more right. And just to put it in perspective, it's like, okay, in the Olympics, you might have earned it, right? No disrespect, no slight there. You earned it. You got your 2 gold medals and everything. But as the pros, like you saying, bro, privileged, entitled, you know what I'm saying? Getting title shots in your second fight, losing, and then getting a third one. It's kind of like how you lose a title shot and they gonna move you down the rankings. They keep you right there. It's like you get opportunity after opportunity after opportunity, bro. When you fall short, you make complaints and you complain robbery. That's not how boxing works, bro. You can't cry robbery every time you take a L, or you can't cry and make an excuse every time you take a L. This is all I'm saying. Mercilone reminds me of Jamel Charlo versus Brian Castano 1. Man, you on to some, Cuzzo. You on to some. Like that back and forth kind of, you get what I'm saying, with nobody creating no real crazy separation. You know what I'm saying? Right. One of them fights. Because some people said they had it a draw. And I get it. It's just one of those, know what I mean? It's just one of them type of fights. But after scoring it 7-5 for Dev and feeling and knowing and understanding that Loma said he didn't give 100%, I feel more comfortable with my decision, my 7-5, because one guy didn't even give 100%. So nobody gonna tell me I'm crazy for not saying it 7-5 or better for a guy that told me he didn't give 100%. I'm sorry, I'm very stuck on that because you didn't try you didn't try your hardest. And that, to me, like, you can't complain about the outcome when you ain't give it your all. Remember what they say? You're going to cry in the morning. You're going to be mad at yourself when you realize you look back at the tape and look and said you could have done more. And that's one of them situations. That's why I said, y'all, and this is me not trying to be funny. I didn't joke on him when he cried in the back room. I said, yo, people feel like he crying just because he lost that fight. Man, he crying because he knew he was supposed to do more. Yes, the loss, obviously, right? But man, it's sunk in. It's settled in, man. That dude realized, hey, man, I should have did more. He ain't even have to. The whole night didn't have to sink in for him. He didn't have to make it all the way back to the car. Right in the locker room, reality settled in. Hey, man, did I just let Undisputed slip by taking my foot off the gas in the 12th round? That's what settled in. Reality settled in pretty quick for Loma. I'm telling you. That's why he was back there crying. He wasn't back there crying for no other reason but that. You get what I'm saying? That, and of course, the obvious loss. But that was the man. He knew he should have did more, man. And I always said this: you can lie to anybody you want to, but you can't lie to yourself. And he was dealing with self in that moment. He gets bounced off pound for pound list. Damn it, Loma with 3 losses on the list. Facts. Talk about privilege. You get what I'm saying, Case Avoid? He's leaving 135 for good. He outgrew it, and that's a real possibility. PGH, it really is. You know what I'm saying? It really is. He got to be smart. He got to be smart. He got options, but he got to make the best move. He got to make his next move his best move. You know what I'm saying? And continue to try to build that legacy, man. Yeah, Loma damn sure said it. He took the 12th off because he thought he had to fight one. You get what I'm saying? Case Avoid. That is some how could such an inexperienced fighter think to think to that level in that moment? He shows such inexperience in that moment to think like that. I just don't have no clue. You never take your foot off the gas, bro. You know that. You know that. Unless it been a wash, and you know it ain't been that type of fight. You know it wasn't a wash, bro. You know what a close fight is. You know when you in a close fight. Dude, you fooled yourself. Took your foot off the gas and you lost. His own mouth, he didn't do enough. Right. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's where I'm at with it, guys. So that's why I ask people to just understand that when you go hard for a guy, just keep in mind, I don't know if people care about that or if there's any value in that to people. Just know when you going crazy saying Loma, just know you going for a guy that's telling y'all that he took his foot off the guy. He didn't try 100%. In a fight, the biggest fight of his life. I just want to put that in perspective. The biggest fight of his life, he didn't leave it all in the ring. William Old School, salute, brother. How you feeling? Appreciate you stopping through. It's like in the Comey fight. He stopped, looked at Comey corner, and asked him if he wanted to continue. Right. You get what I'm saying? Mary did that. They was loving him when he did that too, Ash. They was loving him. It's crazy though, man. It's crazy. But look, man, Let's play some of what Antonio Tarver had to say. Salute to everybody in the building on this Good Friday. Y'all make sure y'all punch that like button for me, man. We're going to get into this.
Antonio!
What's up, Marco?
It's Antonio Tarver, by the way, y'all.
Like we mentioned, big fight over the weekend. A lot of people talking about it. A lot of people angry about it. Devin Haney
Gertz was
beats
good with it, bro.
LOMACHENKO via majority decision. He got the nod on
unanimous decision. It was a unanimous decision.
Unanimous. Hey, man, it was a close fight. I was there live, but a lot of people are crying robbery. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Give me your thoughts.
I totally disagree. You know, it was a close fight, but a guy coming in, undisputed champion, I mean, you got to take the title. And, I mean, Lomachenko fought well. He fought in spurts, though. You know, I think Devin Haney got out in front a little bit, even though I did give Lomo the second round. After that, you know, Devin Haney pretty much controlled it. But looking back at it, I know Lomo can say to himself, that was a great opportunity to do something great. When I look back at that fight, I think if Lomo had the gas to really push, there was moments where I thought he should have pushed it on his experience alone. You know, I thought he should have had more successful moments in that fight.
You hear what he's saying? He's saying he should have pushed more. He should have did more. You got to take it from him. I know it's not no written rule. I get that. I know that. But you know what I'm saying? The optics of it, just from the perception. Take it from him. Did you take it from the young man? You did not, bro. You did not.
There was moments where I thought he should have pushed it on his experience alone.
Experience.
You know,
what did I say?
I thought he should have had more successful moments in that fight.
What did I say? He should have had more moments.
Shots that Devin Haney was landing early, I thought really affected Lomo's game plan. He didn't stay in the pocket, and I was surprised.
That's well, if he get a rematch, it'll definitely be because
I had to. I was wondering, did I miss something? You know what I mean? But when I went back, gave Lomo the 7th and 8th, of course the 10 and 11.
That punched that light button for you, too, man.
And I watched it again, and I didn't have any different outcome. You know, Haney closed the show. He won that last round, and I was thinking,
his facial expression
probably should have.
Oh man, you took the thought right out my head, man. He got them
before
before
the fight. Haney wasn't a puncher. Well, if Haney wasn't a puncher, then you have to exchange with a guy that you feel you have more power than. And I think that's what he didn't capitalize. I thought he should have took more risk to try to get him out of there. I mean, why are you going to the decision anyway when you know?
Now look at the point he making. Why are you going now? Tarver asking for him to knock him out. If you know a guy don't, why are you going to a decision a guy that don't hit harder than you?
You got to be thinking in the back of your mind, hey, I mean, I got to do a little bit more than just compete. You got to win. And I'm like, how can you take the man belts on a performance like that when he competed and he defended? See, you're challenging. When you're challenging for the belt, that's a different. You're fighting from a different perspective when you're defending. And I think when you look at that fight, the whole totality of the fight, Devin Haney defended. He never gave in. He fought back every time Lomo came and pressed.
Now, again, let's to pause it because y'all know how we do over here. We break it down to the last drop. So y'all know, because I know y'all be paying attention to me. Did I not say this the same exact thing? Didn't I say every time Loma did something, Dev had an answer? He never sat there and was wild by what Loma did. Loma had a couple moments and a couple rounds where he got off real good. Other than that, Dev never really allowed the fight to get away from him. That's what kept him in the fight. He never got wild with Loma. He never got caught up in the matrix, bro. When he started trying to kick up, Dev had enough of an answer to stop him from being caught up in what they call the matrix. He did not get caught up in that. He removed that play from the fight. He was not the matrix against this guy at all. At all. He wasn't the matrix, bro. At all against him. Not one bit, bro. And that's what cost him the fight, too. He sound a little mad, don't he? Don't he? All you got to do is look at each one's face. Right. Right. While I was Tarver moving his head like that, wasn't he? I should have put it up on the screen.
But truth be told, watching that fight.
Hold on, y'all. Maybe hold on. I might just put it up here. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. I'll just pull it up. All right, give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Y'all smash that like button for me, man. I'm about to pull this up. We're going to screen share. Yeah, because he said something about frying fish, God self. It's more, the picture is more in the picture. He said something about here come DP again. Yo, his bro. He always do this. He just come out of nowhere. He's lurking in the cut. He says Tarver still snoring. Okay, baby shit diapers. He probably is, DP. He probably is. Devin's talking about showing up and down for Regis fight. My friend said if you can get off work, buy tickets for Regis fight. Hell yeah, that'd be a real fight. Will, man, I'm telling you, yo, because he talking like he won it. Salute to Dev Haney for being ambitious enough to even call for a fight like that. You know what I'm saying? I salute him. And I respect him. I tip my hat to him for it. You know what I'm saying? I tip my hat to the young king. Are we gonna play this, y'all? We're gonna play this, y'all. Let me make sure y'all the sound is good and everything, man. Hold on.
Watching that fight from my vision, you know, Haney got a lot of work to do. Haney got an extremely lot of work to do, bro. He's carrying that undisputed title. I didn't personally see undisputed talent. And that's just being,
wow.
I didn't see undisputed talent. Haney got a lot of work to do. Haney got an extremely lot of work to do, bro. He's carrying that undisputed title. I didn't personally see undisputed talent. And that's just being,
wow.
I didn't see undisputed talent.
Why? What was there? What stuck out? Why don't you see undisputed talent?
T Culture was good with it, fam. Appreciate you pulling up. You said that would make sense if Lowe was the bigger, younger, and stronger boxer. Haney promised he was going to TKO Loma. Yeah, he did. He did. But you know, them promises, boy, that's wishful thinking for sure. That's wishful thinking for sure.
Talent.
Bruh, like I said, I see the game differently. I have a different scope. I have a different lens. You feel me? And so when I look
the
at
guy
that,
did it.
I understand.
The guy moved his head.
I didn't see undisputed talent.
Why? What was there? What stuck out? Why don't you see undisputed talent?
Bruh, like I said, I see the game differently. I have a different scope. I have a different lens.
Why he shake his head like that?
So when I look at that, I understand why Haney is not a puncher, because he doesn't punch properly, you know. And I'm not trying to, rain on nobody parade, but truth be told, man, these young guys aren't getting the lessons, bruh. There's no teachers in the game of boxing, and it's evident because these guys. I mean, when you look at this skill set. A lot of things missing, bro. A lot of things missing. When you talk.
Hold on, y'all. My bad. Yeah, he crazy. Yeah, he said Dev don't punch right. He's DP said, yeah, he's high. Sitting there with the Ray Charles shades on. Queen, I used to say I never like Tarver. Most people don't. I'm 2-time gold medal former champion. Why you looking like that, though?
Complete fighter, and that's the only way I can see it, from being a complete fighter that can do everything in the ring. You understand? I don't even see no rhythm. What? I don't see no timing. I don't see no execution, bro. It's levels to this. What? These guys ain't sharp, bro. Like I know they can be sharp. You see what I'm saying? And so that's all I'm saying. That's why people right now are looking at Devin like a piece of meat. There's a lot of things missing in that fight. And that don't say that he didn't win the fight. But bruh, you gotta separate yourself. And I didn't see no separation. I don't see a lot of separation nowhere in the game today. You feel me? Everybody catching up, bruh. But what I didn't like and what I felt was hurtful to me is that I saw so many people that look like Devin Haney raining on this young man's parade, bro.
You doing it.
This is the hate culture, bro.
You doing it. What? Hold on. Hold the presses. Hold the phone. Bruh. Did he just say so many people are raining on this man parade after he just spent 5 minutes talking about how this man didn't show undisputed talent? Is he serious? Nah, bro. What? Is he serious? You raining on his parade right now. What is he on? Nah, never mind. Don't answer that. I know what you on, but what is your problem, bro? Like, what? Did he really just say that this man spent 5 minutes, man, getting into this man, saying he ain't showing undisputed talent? He don't punch right. You ain't see no rhythm. You ain't see no timing. What? You just went in. Nah, bro, we got to run it back. We got to run it back.
Because these guys, I mean, when you look at this skill set, it's a lot of
skill set,
bro. A lot of things missing when you talk about a complete fighter. And that's the only way I can see it, from being a complete fighter that can do everything in the ring. You understand? I don't even see no rhythm. I don't see no timing.
Why he say rhythm like that, y'all? Check him out.
And it's evident because these guys, I mean, when you look at this
skill
set, it's a lot of things missing, bro. A lot of things missing when you talk about a complete fighter. And that's the only way I can see it, from being a complete fighter that can do everything in the ring. You understand? I don't even see no rhythm. I don't see no timing. Like that? I don't see no execution, bro.
I don't see no execution,
these guys
bro.
ain't sharp, bro. Like I know they can be sharp. You see what I'm saying? And so that's all I'm saying. That's why people right now are looking at Devin like a piece of meat.
And McQueen, what's good with it, bro? He said I agree with the timing thing to a slight extent. I get what you're saying, Ant, with the timing.
But bro, you gotta.
Nobody says your game had rhythm.
And I didn't see no separation. I don't see a lot of separation nowhere in the game today. You feel me? Everybody catching up, bro. But what I didn't like.
Boom, I gotta stop him. Because I'm just due, and I'm all about giving people they just due. And y'all know I'm firm on not disagreeing with people. I just have a different train of thought. This man had one 50-50 fight, one fight where it was close, and you talking about you don't see no separation. All his other fights, you see separation in. No disrespect, no funny stuff. All his other fights, you see separation in. So I can't give you that. That's BS. He fought one guy where he didn't create the same level of separation that he normally do in his other fights. But if you look at it on the other end, if we're being real, Lomachenko also, who is supposed to be the more experienced fighter, Mr. Matrix and high tech, he also didn't create the same separation that he has in his fights as well, if we being honest. It wasn't a one-side thing. It was a two-way street, bro. Neither guy created the same normal amount of separation that they create in every other fight because they was in there with probably the best guy that they've been in there with. That's what that looked like to me. The question was Devin Haney going to be the best guy Lomachenko ever got in the ring with? From the looks of it, he one of them for sure. And the same could be said on the other end. Lomachenko, the best guy Dev got in the ring with. And that's how that fight played out. So don't give me that he don't create separation. This is one fight where he didn't create that separation. You jumping the gun, bro. If we really going off of what we've been seeing, he creates a lot more separation in his fights, bro. I don't know. Maybe if you take them damn Ray Charles shades off, bro, you'll be able to see some separation. Man, separate them damn shades from your eyes.
And what I felt was hurtful to me is that I saw so many.
You separated from lotion. You're a fool, bro.
Look like Devin Haney.
Facts, PGH. Look what Roy did, parade,
bro. And this is the hate culture, bro.
Tarver
Sorry
was a
to
good
admit it. This the hatingest culture I ever
Trying
seen.
To pass
bro.
off his bias.
Nobody won't.
Sounds like you're talking with his nose full.
You feel me?
Facts.
Work with nobody.
Facts, D-man.
It's a shame. And that's why we falling behind in the game, bro.
That's why we falling behind in the game.
Because, you know, they won't even help themselves when you talk about elevating the sport, bro.
So let me stop him again right there, Mr. Antonio. I'm gonna call you Antonio. Mr. Antonio, do you think you elevating the sport after a guy, a 24-year-old, that went in there and put his belts on the line against a fighter that people say he couldn't beat? Some say he wouldn't even fight. Some say he chased him for 4 years. You're telling me you're elevating the game when you raining on his parade and talking about how he didn't show undisputed talent, how you didn't see no timing, how you didn't see no rhythm, how he wasn't sharp. You get what I'm saying? Are you serious? Do you really think that's elevating the game when you would think you was talking about a 35-year-old veteran in the game? You talking about a 24-year-old. You talking about a 24-year-old. This is like, let's put this in perspective, bro. You're not elevating boxing when you do that. And I know you probably feel like your assessment is an honest one, but you contradicting yourself. You're talking about people that look like him is hating and raining on his parade. This is the hate culture. What are you doing? How is it hate when everybody else doing it? Is it fair when you doing it? I'm just trying to understand something. What are you talking about? You completely crapped on his performance. You didn't give him no credit whatsoever. Who in here heard him give Devin Haney any credit yet? He almost 6 minutes into this 14-minute clip. The man ain't get that man. You ain't gave Devin Haney no credit yet, bro. What are you talking about? You definitely not elevating the sport, and you definitely are part of the people that hate culture and who raining on his parade, if we being honest. You said you ain't seen no timing, no rhythm. He wasn't sharp. Like, damn, you say he don't punch right. God damn, he don't know how, he ain't punching right. He don't throw his punches right. Like, damn, that's why he not a puncher. Bro, you sound crazy, man. Let's continue, y'all. Let's continue. Y'all smash that like button for me, man. Salute to everybody in the building, man.
And I ain't going nowhere. And there's a world of experience that I'm trying to give away that can help these young men, that can truly help these young men become complete fighters, bro. Because say what you will about me, like me or love me, bro. I did it. And the game is to have all of your marbles and all of your senses when you're 23 years in the game and you done fought all the killers. That's what success is, bro. Being able to get out the game unscathed. It's a killer sport, bro. It's a murderous sport.
Yeah, no, I brought it up that one of the things being overshadowed here is for a kid so young, Devin is really rising to the occasion in terms of challenges. And, you know, I felt bad because I was trying to like look at the situation for what it is. And like, man, like this kid's only 24 and look what he's done in the last year. You know, he went to Australia twice when he didn't really have to. The second time he's fighting a guy like Lomachenko, where a lot of people his age, you know, aren't risking their O's in the way that, you know, he's risking it in this fight. Granted, he's the undisputed champion. There's a standard where he has to face elite,
right,
regardless of
just giving his opinion on the fight.
You know, going back,
Ms. B, salute, Queen. Appreciate you pulling up.
That the public is missing or not seeing, because being there in the arena, I get the sense that the public that was watching the fight felt that Lomachenko won, and a lot of people online saying that Lomachenko won.
Okay, there's a 90% Lomo crowd. I mean, that was obvious. You know what I mean? It was a 90% Lomo crowd.
Big Tex was good, Brody. How you feeling?
But when you're the viewing public from home,
facts, PGH,
it's impossible to see the fight clearly when you can't hear it right. When you can't hear
what's
it. What's
good with it, Big Tex? How you feeling, bro? Appreciate you stopping through.
Explanation.
What's good with it, Big Tex?
What's really taking place while it's taking place. It gives you mixed signals because you can't call a fight from one fighter's perspective. You just can't do that. And bruh, there was a lot of programming night of the fight. And I'm not calling nobody. There's a lot
now that right there, I'll give him credit for that. There was a lot of programming the night of the fight. It was a lot of programming. It was. I'll give him credit for that. He's on point with that. It was a lot of programming the night of the fight, bro. It was. They was calling the fight from Loma's perspective only. That's what they was doing. They was only calling the fight from Loma's perspective. They wasn't doing nothing else. They wasn't really trying to focus on what Dad was doing. They just kept talking about what Loma had to do if he wanted to win. So the commentary was very one-sided. People call Loma whatever they want. He said, Coach Calvin call him Romo. Oh, yeah, Aisha, yo, did y'all peep that? Y'all was crying, yo. Yo, Coach Calvin kept calling Lomo Romo, yo. I'm like, yo, is he calling that man Romo? Yeah, I was crying, bro. And he never fixed it. He kept calling that man Romo, yo.
It was just to the point where it was so obvious.
Right.
That, you know, you didn't even hardly hear Devin Haney name from his perspective of what he was doing and how he was defending, how he was, you know, fighting off Lomo every time he came in. He got hit with counters. But I would have liked Devin Haney's timing to be a lot better. These are the things that I like to work on, the technical aspect of the game. And when I break that fight down, bro, I see a lot of holes. And that's not...
He's 24. You're going to see holes, fool. How good was you at 24, bro?
You know, but I can't give him the game.
You damn sure wasn't undisputed. Not in 24, goofy.
But I can't give him the game, bro. But I got the answer.
What? What do you say?
Do. I got constructive criticism. You know, from the whole, you know, but I can't give him the game. See, this is the thing. I want to help everybody, but I can't give him the game, bro. But I got the answers.
So if you can't give him the game, and you talking about elevating boxing, what in the hell is he talking about? So are you trying to elevate boxing or not? Dude, what is this milk dud head dude talking about? His Lamar Odom looking ass, man. Looking like Lamar Odom with them Ray Charles, Ray-Bans or whatever kind of glasses you got on, bro. Pissing me off. Are you elevating boxing or not? What do you mean you got the answers? You want to see dudes better. How do you want to see him better? And you say you got the answers, but you can't give him the game. You can't. What the hell are you talking about? Are you in it for boxing or not? Are you just running your mouth right now? Is anybody finding what he's saying to be he contradicting the hell out of himself right now? What is he talking about? I want to elevate the game. See? Yeah, it's the technical aspect of the game that I'm talking about, bruh. Yeah, these fighters not sharp. They don't have no timing. Yeah, I don't even see no rhythm. Yeah, you know, I could break down this fight. I see a lot of holes. I got the game, but I could give it to him, but I don't want to. Yeah, I got the game. I want to elevate boxing, but I ain't going to give him the game to do it because I'm dumb. I'm just up here talking. Yeah, I got the game. I'm going to give it to him, but I'm not going to give it to him. I can't give him the game, but I'm going to elevate boxing. Shut up, man. Man, shut up. Shut up. And get this man some damn Blistex or something, man. Get his ass some lip balm at this point. Something.
I got the answers, bro.
I got the answers, bro.
When I look at styles of fights, bro.
I got the answers, but I ain't gonna give it to him because I'm gonna elevate the game, but I ain't gonna give him the answers. I'm gonna just critique him, and then I'm gonna call it constructive criticism.
How I was able to, you know, solidify myself on every facet of the game.
Your ass up.
You know, my thing is, bro, I'm here. I'm promoting. I think I'm a source for that information, bro. That these fighters, you know, it's experience, bro. I've been places that they trying to go, and the most won't never get there.
What the hell?
You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean
Was he undisputed at 24 years old? Somebody please tell me what in the hell is he talking about? You don't know if you talking about the fight or all of boxing. You don't know if you want to elevate the game or keep the secrets to yourself. This dude all over the place. You talking about the technical aspect and the rhythm and the timing. And that he can't punch. He's not a puncher because I know why he can't punch. Yeah, because I got the game. Because I'm a source. I'm a source for this type of things because I've been through this. Yeah, but I ain't going to tell him. I'm just going to talk about it in this interview. And I ain't never going to help these dudes. Yeah, because I'm an old head. That's what we do. We talk about the game, but we just ain't gonna give it to him. Yeah, man, shut up, man. Shut up, bro. Shut up, Tarver. I hope that, this interview almost over,
I'm better than nobody, but I do have a different approach. You understand?
Yeah.
And so
your approach confusing as hell to me.
I'm trying to give, bro, to these
Don't
fighters.
teach my son.
It's
Don't teach my
priceless.
son. Don't teach my son magic, man.
You managers and promoters out there, if you want the best for your fighters, you got to get them in the hands of someone where the handlers at. Back in the throwback era, there were handlers. There's no handlers
VASYL.
Show these fighters how to become a champion, bro. You know, it's not a lot of examples. You feel me? You feel me? Like that's all I'm
timing.
saying.
Nah, he could work on it. He could work on the timing, badass. He could work on the timing.
Trainers today, Look at their experience in the game.
Tell Tarver to write a book and show him.
And that's all you gotta look at.
Saw you in the game. Saw you gotta look at.
It's something that's been said by many people, that there's not a lot of teachers in the game anymore. That really great.
It's not a lot of teachers in the game, but I'm one of them. And I got all the game today, but I ain't giving it to him. Like I said, I can't give it to him though. But I got the answers. I feel like I'm a source. I'm a source for this information. You know what I'm saying? I'm a source. I can get him rhythm. I can get him timing. I could show him how to punch because I know why he ain't punching. But these young guys, man, I see a lot of holes. Shut up. He 24 years old. You're going to see some holes. Doofy. Like, you know what I mean? Is you giving him the game or not? Like, that's what I hear all of this sound cool, but is you or is you not giving him the game, bro, or not? Is you giving him the game or not? Like, what's up?
In the sport, a lot of knowledge.
More so in our community.
He said certain from hard the other day.
Our community.
Facts, Dre.
Antonio, given like the fallout.
Nah, facts, Roger. He crazy.
Do you want to see a rematch? Do you
yes.
think rematch?
Yes.
I think it warrants a rematch.
I think it warrants a rematch. He getting me closer to the camera. He gonna headbutt it.
It's the same result.
The interview gonna be over if he headbutt that camera.
You got to take this man title.
You gotta take this man title.
You can't give you no world. We can't give you the undisputed title on that performance, sir. I'm sorry. That you have to earn. You feel me?
It's like a civil rights dude, Ben Crump. With a bald head, DP. With a bald head.
There's no way the belts can change hands.
With a bald head,
there was not enough domination. There was no knockdown. There was, it was rounds won and there was rounds lost. And when you add those rounds up, it favored Haney by a little bit, but that's all it have to be, a little bit. Why are some people expected to do more than others? I was one of those fighters. I couldn't win a close decision. If I could win a close decision like Devin Haney, I would have one loss on my record right now today. I had to avenge all my losses because they was political decisions.
Yeah, that's the other thing that's being brought
up. Oh man, now he crying robbery. Now he crying robbery.
History of the game, and we can dissect some of these horrible decisions. And when you look at those decisions, who's usually on the end of the bad stick? Who's usually on the end of it? Pernell Whitaker. Who's usually on the end of it? Marvin Hagler, Antonio Tarver. Who's usually on the end of those bad decisions, bruh?
Usually the B-side, or the guy that doesn't have the machine behind them.
Exactly.
But a lot of this has been coming up.
Yeah, facts, D3 had about that camera interview over, bro.
Petition out to the National Commission.
Yeah, I see. He's just bad because he ass is old. Yeah, he out of here, Ash. All his lost political decisions.
We saw the stoppage with Rolly and Barroso.
It was horrible.
He blamed all his losses on political decisions. Nah, Tarver, I seen them fights. I ain't see no timing in there. I ain't see no rhythm. You know what I'm saying? I ain't see no separation. You know what I mean? I seen a lot of holes, Tarver. That's why you lost them. I seen a lot of holes. You know what I'm saying? See, I could give you the game because I'm a source. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm a source of this information. Man, shut up. A source for this information. Then you go out there and get your ass kicked and then blame it all on political. You look like a fancy Ninja Turtle. Facts, A1.
It just didn't make no sense. You had a guy behind on the
right, cuzzo.
You had a guy losing the fight.
I'm telling you, got a lot of haters. Yeah, one head button is over.
This man dream like that.
One head. You better chill. Keep rocking the head. You getting closer.
That fight should have been mandated a rematch because we saw who was winning. Just like that. They change history.
What?
Just like that. But when it's fitting, they want to make an uproar about it. You feel me? When it's fitting. Now, I don't agree with everything boxing. These people always want to put the race card out there because that's all they got to go to. They're comfortable in that space. You see what I'm saying? Some zebras don't never change their stripes. So how can you see a fight in a clear optic when you're not doing it subjectively anyway? So I'm saying, like, bro, look, you got to have the right type of heart. to sit around that ring and be a judge. You got to have the right heart to sit around that ring and be a commentator, because you know your words can be misleading and leading.
Tarver crazy. You say wear Paulie's jersey, sword glasses. Don't ever expect me looking like a little hurt facts.
If I commentated my son fight, I'm gonna call it straight down the middle. You feel me? If he getting his ass beat, I'm gonna commentate that too. You feel me? I ain't got no skin in it, bro. You feel me? What I'm saying? I just want the people to see it clearly.
I just want the people to see it clearly. You know what I'm saying? I just want them to see it clearly. Yeah, that was Tarver, man. That was him giving his take on pretty much him saying he didn't think Dev showed undisputed talent. My bad, y'all. Hold on. How that next video just gonna come on its own. Like I didn't authorize that. Like I didn't authorize the next video to play. Like I didn't just come on and start talking to somebody. I didn't ask y'all. They just tripped. Right. I'm telling you, it's still a hell of a judge. A hell of a drug. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Right, Case Avoid. Orlando was good with it, bro. Appreciate you pulling up. Yeah, he definitely speak his mind. He speak his mind. I just think he was very he was like, you know, all over the place in this one. He was like contradicting himself in this one. Because it's like on one end, he was saying people are hating on Devin Haney. This the hate culture. But he has so much criticism for him and then try to call it constructive criticism. But you said this man don't punch right. He ain't a power puncher because he don't punch right. Like, yeah, you just went in on him. Said you ain't seeing no rhythm, no timing, no separation, like all this stuff, right? He going in. So I'm like, man, you said a lot. Then he say he got the game, but he can't give it to him, though. I'm like, what? But he talking about elevating the sport. How are you going to elevate the sport if all you're going to do is critique a 24-year-old after he have his first close fight and say you don't never see no separation in his fights? This is the first fight he ain't have no separation like that. And you made it seem like this is every time he fight, this is how it looked. Like, that's not the case. So he was just slighting him a bit, I thought. You know what I mean? Even though I know he was being honest, but I think he was slighting him at the same time. He kind of contradicted himself. Salute to my bro Orlando. What's good with it, fam? I talked a couple times. Oh, yeah, but man, lost to Rocky Balboa. Right. Yeah. Talking about Kofu. Oh, yeah, you a fool, bro. Oh, man. I guess that was Tarver's take, y'all. That was a Tarver's take. You did. That was a Tarver's take, man. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Appreciate everybody on this Good Friday. Make sure y'all punch that like button out one time before you slide out. Make sure you punch the like button. I got something else we was gonna talk about too that I seen people coming up, man. Let's 2 minutes talking trash about that, but he was telling the truth, but it could have been on his telephone in private with Haney. Yeah, well, I say this. He was telling what was his truth, right? He was telling what was his truth, right? And I'm not knocking him for it. I just have a different train of thought. Like he said about hate, this is hate culture, and how he's seen so many people like Devin Haney hating on him, right? But he was the main one critiquing the performance, talking about, he don't punch right. That's why he's not a power puncher. You know why he don't punch right. He don't throw his punches right. You didn't see no timing. You ain't see no rhythm. You get what I'm saying? You ain't see no separation in the fights. Like, and that's BS. This is the only fight where he didn't have that clear-cut separation how he normally did, because he had a 50-50 fight, right? So, and again, he talked about elevating the sport, but then he said he got the info for fighters, but he got the, you know what I mean? But he got the ingredients or whatever he was saying. He got it, but he not gonna tell him. You know what I'm saying? He can't tell him. Like, you can't give him the game. Like, Either you're gonna give them the game or you not. How are you gonna elevate the sport if you're not gonna give them the game that you're saying you got? So that was my issue with what he was saying. Not really a big issue, but it's a conversation nonetheless. And he was a little bit all over the place with this, doing a lot of critiquing and not enough helping. You get what I'm saying? He said he's a source of information, but how could you be a source of information if you're not going to give the people the game? Because it makes no sense. He was just talking up there. He made a lot of stuff sound good. Some of the stuff he said was okay, but he was really double talking. That's what I call that. You know what I mean? He would say one thing and then backtrack, say something else, then contradict himself. So that's what he was doing to me. But salute to my bro, Black Grass Podcast. I don't want to butcher your name, but KY, I'm going to just say KYG. Salute, fan. Appreciate you pulling up. Man, he definitely could have. And again, it's nothing wrong with the constructive criticism, right? It's nothing wrong with he can have his opinion. It's not about that. I don't care about disagreeing with him. I just share a different train of thought. And he was contradicting himself. You can't say this is hate culture and then have a whole bunch of criticisms for a fighter. You can't say you want to elevate the sport and then say you got the information, but you can't give them the game. That makes no sense. Like, if you're going to elevate the culture in the game, you're going to give these people the game. You're going to reach out to these fighters. You're going to offer your advice. You get what I'm saying? You're going to be more hands-on in that area. You can't just expect for people to look at you as a fountain of information where you just sat up here and basically said you got the game, but you ain't going to give it to them. So again, he got to, if he really want to help like he say he do, he got the pull. He had a successful career. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he can get in touch with Devin Haney and Bill if he want to. So I mean, Black Grass Podcast, salute to my bro. Everybody, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Voice of Boxing, Just Do Boxing channel. Yes, sir, man. Appreciate all y'all driving right up. 75 North. Yeah, just to touch on that real quick too, Rose, appreciate you. Mauricio Lara did miss weight against Leigh Wood. He was almost 4 pounds over. They fight at featherweight. He came in at almost 130. You know what I'm saying? Can't think it was 129.8 or something like that. I think that's pathetic. I think that's very disrespectful to your craft. I don't understand what kind of training camp you had to have for you to be almost 4 pounds over. It's almost as if you just pissed off making weight, and I don't respect that. You know what I mean? I know people are picking him to win by knockout in a rematch, and I say it's possible, right? But Leigh Wood was boxing him up pretty good. He just made a mistake and got caught late. If he could avoid making that mistake late like he did in the first fight, he could possibly win this fight. Being that Mauricio Lara like missed weight by that much, it almost makes it hard for the root for him. So he lost his title on the scale. He's stripped of his title. He can't win the title. The only thing he could do is win. And if Leigh Wood is to pull this off, he'll be the new featherweight champion, bro. So we're going to say, yeah, the fight is still on for sure. Yeah, that's what I said. It wasn't no constructive criticism. My ass, that was all criticism, bro. Because you ain't had no answers. You just had all criticisms. And then they're going to say this is hate culture, bro. I think this is hate culture. I think he should, Roger. If that's what he doing, then maybe he like, you know what I mean? The hell with it. Salute to my bro Black Grass Podcast, man. Y'all go check out the Brody, man. Y'all go sub to the bro Black Grass Podcast if y'all haven't. I said no, stay away from Tarver. Yeah, almost 4 pounds, case of boy. Almost 4 pounds, a bad look for the sport, bro. Female boxing fans, salute to you, Queen. Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling? Yeah, not, you know, I try not to like harp on it too bad, but it's disgusting. Like, that's 4 pounds, almost 4 pounds. That's ridiculous. It's almost like you said, the hell with it. There's no way when you got on that scale, you ain't know you was overweight. Like, I would love to hear the explanation behind it, but I doubt if it's one that's if any substance. So whatever. Hopefully you do move up, because missing weight like that is terrible. Like, that's you just made a joke out of it. And again, Leigh Wood came in on point. So we still got to fight anyway, but we're going to see what we're going to see. Is it going to be another late Lara stoppage? You know what I mean? Mauricio Lara caught Leigh Wood late, but Leigh Wood was boxing and winning, I believe. I think he was up on the cards at the time of the stoppage, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong, but I think he was. So we're going to see if he's able to come back and, you know what I mean, avenge this loss. I think if he's not in his head, and if he ain't fighting no real leftover demons from that knockout, if he's able to get right back in there and fight like how he normally fight, I see this being another competitive fight. And I do see him being able to have the same level of success prior to, you know what I mean, that he had in the first fight. I see him being able to duplicate some things in this rematch that he did well in the first fight. And the big difference is not dropping that hand and getting caught. You get what I'm saying? If I see a attention to detail on defense, he got to be defensively responsible for the entire fight. He can't fall asleep at the wheel. If so, that could be his undoing. I see him getting stopped again if he falls asleep at the wheel. But if he's learned his lesson and he know to pick them damn hands up, I can see Leigh Wood outboxing Mauricio Lara. I can see him outboxing him. If this fight go to the cards, I definitely see it being a points win for Lara. You know what I mean? It'd be close. It'd be definitely competitive. You know what I mean? I also could see him getting caught again too. But you get what I'm saying? The fact that this guy came in and didn't come in on point, on weight, like, again, I would love to hear the story. But then again, whatever it is, what it is, at least we got to fight right. But I think Leigh Wood could pull it off. I think he could pull it off. I think he could snatch that title. You know what I mean? I think he can pull it off. So we're going to see. It's going to be a good fight. And I'll probably be calling that fight tomorrow anyway. So we're going to see. But like I said, Mauricio Lara came in almost 4 pounds over, stripped of his title. He lost it on the scale. And the only one that can win his title is Leigh Wood. You know what I'm saying? So let's see if he's able to right his wrong and avenge that knockout loss that he suffered from Mauricio Lara late in their first fight. And we're going to see. But what else? Hannah GABRIELS. Yeah, something else I wanted to talk about because she, everybody know she was the face Clarissa Shields on June 3rd. And she was out because of her failed VADA test. And, you know, she had some banned substance, close to ball or something like that. And I read an article earlier that revealed that the reason that she tested positive for this substance is because she gave her dog some type of medication. So from what I read, there was no wrongdoing on her behalf intentionally. There was no intentional wrongdoing on her behalf. So hopefully that situation is rectified and she's able to get it sorted out, and hopefully she's able to get an opportunity at a Clarissa Shields rematch later on down the line. But as it stands, I did some reading. Like I said, she did not knowingly ingest any PEDs or anything like that. It was some type of medication that she was giving to her dog, and in some type of way, you know, I guess it found its way in the system. And I know these stories sound crazy, but I just never took her to be a cheater. And again, let me see if I still got this article where I can pull it up and read a little bit of it. But that's something crazy though. That's something I never really heard before. But it was crazy. It was crazy to hear. But again, it's good on her behalf because you know, she didn't knowingly ingest anything intentionally to cheat. You know what I mean? And I could respect that. I could most certainly respect that. Thrill Hill said, Wood getting caught again. I definitely wouldn't. It's never their fault, right? She's gonna get her ass beat anyway. Yeah, I know DP. It sound crazy, right? She look like she on PEDs for sure. To me, she do look big though. I ain't gonna lie. I think close to ball or something like that. Hold on, I still got it in here, y'all. Is that it? Oh, there. Yeah, there you go. That is it. Close the ball, or close the ball, one of them. Mauricio Lara said he's gonna be looking for the knockout in the very first round too, against Leigh Wood. So he going for it early. He came in overweight and he going for it. Okay. I'm pulling this up right now. Yeah, I'm pulling this article up. Appreciate the fam. Y'all make sure y'all punch the like button. And yeah, cluster ball or something like that. I never heard of it. Just another dirty ass PG cheat. Like she been serving down straight testosterone. Yeah, I'm gonna read it. It's saying Lou DiBella released a statement with Boxing Scene saying applying medication to her dog caused Gabriels to test positive for clostebol. And the Gabriels promoter contended Thursday that a medication she applied to her dog caused Gabriels to test positive for banned substance early this month. Lou DiBella informed BoxingScene.com that Gabriels failed a voluntary anti-doping association test administered May 2nd because clostebol is an ingredient in medication Gabriel spread on her dog's surgically repaired abdomen. So it's a medication that she spread on her dog's surgically repaired abdomen, according to Lou DiBella. So whatever this clostebol substance is, it was something to treat her dog, which I think had contact with her hand, obviously, as she had to rub it on the, the stomach of the dog or whatever the case that the dog just had surgery on. And that's how that happened. But she was removed from the fight. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, you can't blame Clarissa for this. I wish somebody would say that. Ain't no way. I don't even know why you said that. You're not blaming Clarissa for this. Like, I get what you're saying, but you can't. Like, the fact that you shouldn't even have to say that. Like, she has nothing to do with your fighter, you know what I mean, testing positive for anything. Like, she just was doing her job, and she chose the next woman up. It's that simple. DP said I ain't buying it. And PGA says she's sleeping with her dog. You want to know the concentration of that drug in her system, right? Right. They saying yeah, this would have been a good fight. This would have been a good fight nonetheless. The real victim in the situation is Hannah. DiBella says she hasn't had a payday in 25 months, and now she's out of a big fight. Her dog had major abdominal surgery. She applied the medication to her dog, and that's how she got it in her bloodstream. As soon as she found out that she shouldn't have touched the medication, she stopped doing it. If I'm wrong, analyze the amounts. Show me the amounts in her system that prove she was cycling or microdosing or whatever. So he put his own reputation on the line, Lou DiBella is, and he said, if I'm wrong, he's saying, show me. He said, prove that she got the amounts in her system. You know what I mean? More than what he's saying. So, I mean, you make it at what you will. I just present it to y'all. I can't tell nobody what to believe. I could just tell you that that's what that's what their story is. You know what I'm saying? That's what the story is that they released today. Said once she's clean and clear and she proves her innocence, then maybe they'll revisit the rematch in the future. But it would be beyond irresponsible and another black eye for the sport to allow a competitor with performance enhancement substances in her system to fight somebody. You know what I mean? So they're saying even though they don't feel like she did anything wrong, they still couldn't allow her to continue with a event like this because it's fighting, not basketball or something like that. So it's a fight. So they like they're not allowing her to compete with anything in her system, whether she did it intentionally or not. So they did stand on that. He said close to balls, right? Dog balls too, man. Yeah, he's a fool, bro. Oh man, he's a fool, man. You never believe anyone else that tests positive, right? I ain't even say if I believe her or not. I'm just saying that's the story. Like, I'm not telling y'all to believe it. I'm just presenting it. Like, I don't really have much of, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is, right? It sounds crazy to me. That's the only thing I could say. But, when she volunteered this and she, it's all the way the person dealing with it. So it wasn't like she was being sneaky about it. And if it's any foul play, like I said, like, only thing you could do is test and see the amounts and see if it was something that she truly was doing or something that she came into minimal contact with. You get what I'm saying? But it do sound crazy. Not gonna lie, you're like, I don't know. It's just like, just so happens that something that's banned is something that your dog had to use for an injury, right? So it's just like, whatever. But I didn't want to go into all the extra speculation. I already went through this with Connor Ben, egg eating ass, you know what I'm saying? So just the fact of rubbing medication on your dog and testing positive is wild to me. So that's crazy. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. That same drug B.I. was trying to rub them things back right close to the ball. It's something. That big gator on your lawn. Damn, it is. That's crazy. Nah, that was Hanna Gabriels. She tested positive for close to the ball from giving her dog medication. They say her dog had an abdominal surgery, and she rubbed the medication on the dog, which then that's in turn got the drug in her bloodstream. So it is what it is. This is more believable than the eggs, right? Right. Dad, that's crazy. Oh, you got a damn a gator on your lawn? That's wild. That is wild. That is wild. So, but the fight is still on. You know, Clarissa Shields is just with a different opponent. She's fighting this girl, this chick right here, Mary Cornejo. Know what I'm saying? She's fighting her June 3rd. Next woman up. Know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully Hanna Gabriels get her opportunity in the future once they clear her name and sort her situation out. You know what I'm saying? Something else I wanted to touch on real quick too. I don't know the validity to this. I always take information like this with a grain of salt when it's coming from promoters and things like that of other networks. According to Eddie Hearn, he claims that Top Rank is finished. Top Rank is done. His reasoning for it, he claims that Top Rank is ESPN is not renewing their contract with Top Rank, and he feel like Top Rank is about to fall by the wayside. He said he's already #1 in the U.S. and Top Rank is #2 behind them. So I don't know the validity to his claims or these rumors and statements that he's putting out, but I just have a hard time believing that Top Rank is going to be done just because he says so, right? So make it at what you will, but coming from Eddie Hearn, I'll take it with a grain of salt. If you rubbed it in with your hands. Yeah, she did it with her hands, bro. From what it sounded like, she rubbed it in with her hands on her dog's abdomen and whatever the case. And I mean, Ernest Capping one. Yeah, I think so too, Mr. Machine's right, Aisha. I think so too. I think he's lying here. I think he's lying here as well. I think it's another lie. I think it's just something that he's saying, and I just can't run with it. You know what I'm saying? And then he tried to start talking about, you know, PVC. He said some other things too, but the big part of this this interview that he did was him talking about Top Rank being finished because he doubled down on the fact that ESPN will not renew their contract with Top Rank. So they're gonna kind of be left out in the cold. But I have a hard time believing that. And I just don't see why would they not renew a contract when everything seemed, from what it seemed, looked like it been on the up and up with them. He said, nah, that's the protein she rubbed. This is Chrissy is set to call out from Tank Davis. Let me see if I still got this thing in here, man. Let me show you exactly what he responded. He responded, damn, did I delete that? Take it out. I probably took it out. He responded to the coach. I took it out, didn't I? Yeah, that's the letter. That's Lomachenko letter. He responded to the coach, yo. He responded to him. He said, if y'all serious, he said, hit his people directly. And he tagged Coach Kenny, the one that keeps saying that he want to fight. He tagged him, told him to get in touch with his people. He said, if you serious about it, call Jay. And he with it. He said he willing to become a star. Because he know if you beat a Tank Davis, you definitely become a star. Shit, you get knocked out by him and could still be a star, let alone beating him. Know what I mean? But yeah, he responded. But anyway, what else was I talking about though, man? Yeah, so that's Eddie Hearn, man. I take a lot of things that he say with a grain of salt because he do a lot of talking. And I just don't believe him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he be right. We're going to see, though, right? If Top Rank fall by the wayside, we'll remember it came from Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn said it, right? Yeah, so according to him, Top Rank is finished, but we're going to see. I don't believe it. Like I said, Eddie Hearn just be babbling. But again, man, let's play this little clip right here from Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford went on $1 million worth of game podcast. I'm pretty sure y'all mostly all familiar with it, with Gilly the Kid and Wallow up there. And, you know, Gilly the Kid is from Philly, and so is Boots. So, you know, he got access to Boots. He called Boots. And let's see what they had to say to each other for anybody that didn't catch this.
Go to sleep. You dreaming, man. You talking in your dreams, man.
Fight. Yo, we asked for that fight plenty of times, yo. Plenty of times.
When?
Plenty of times.
What's plenty? When?
Man, you already
you
know.
Fronting.
You know what's
you
up.
Fronting now. Don't front for Gilly now.
No fronting. No
All
front.
right.
Keep it at being though. We know we asked for that fight plenty of times.
When? That's what I'm saying. When? You keep saying keep it a buck. I'm saying when.
Plenty of
now you saying one thing and your dad saying another. So when?
What you mean?
You saying one thing and your dad saying another thing. So what is what?
We asked for that fight. I've been asking for that fight since 2018. What are you talking about? Since I was a baby.
You been asking to fight me since 2018.
All the top guys, man.
Cut it. You believe that? You a fool. You believe that? You a fool. He's drunk. He's sleepy.
What y'all think, man? She said you're actually scared, man. Be safe out there. Be safe out there. That's crazy. Gators in the lawn is wild. I heard all you gotta do is bop them in the schnoz, like, you know, on the top of the head. Dude what dude did it with? A frying pan? When he was backing them gators up, he just walked up to a bunch of gators and was smashing them in the head. Smash them in the head. Bang, 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 bang. And you're not in water with them. Yeah, right. They still fast though. Boots never answered when, right? Because you know what I got from this, Queen, though, all jokes aside, you know what I got from this? I got from it that Boots is a guy that yeah, he been wanting this fight, and you know, if he ever been offered it, yeah, he'd take it. Yeah, he been saying it. He's been saying it out loud. He want these guys, but Bud talking about, you know, like, what have y'all done besides basically say that you'll fight me? And I think that's where the disconnect is coming from. I don't think Boots is fronting. I think Crawford is like, prove it. Like, when did y'all, you know what I mean? When did y'all ask about this fight? Craw, he said Boots got nervous. You think Boots got nervous? I'm ready to see it. I love to see it, man. I love to see it. He said golf club. Yeah, clocking with a golf club. Yeah, I love to see it. But yeah, Aisha, and that's just me. I'm always trying to make the most logical sense I can out of something. And that's kind of what I get. If you know Boots, you know, like, he's never said no to nobody, right? Even Steven Espinoza shot down anybody saying he ever turned down anybody. He said if Boots was ever offered a Crawford fight, he'd take it in a heartbeat. So when I hear things like that, I know I hear it from the fighter. I hear it from his fighter. I mean, I hear it from his father, his trainer. You know what I'm saying? I hear it from his promoter or his manager, whatever you want to call it. And I feel like Boots is a guy that's going to want the fight, right? But I just don't think they've actually done anything to get the fight. And you get what I'm saying? That outside of that conversation that they had, that they said was a short conversation about fighting Boots, outside of that, I don't think nothing's been done for them to fight him. That's what Crawford is saying. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's why Boots didn't have the kind of answer that Crawford was looking for. You see, Boots, you got to think. Crawford is asking like a business. He asking about the business side. You get what I'm saying? He asking about that. He asking about, you know, what the business side of things. Like, you get what I'm saying? That's where he coming from. Boots is coming from a fighter's perspective. Like, bro, you know, I've been asked to fight you. You know, I've been said I'll fight you. And what is Boots lying? It's like he wouldn't be lying, right? If he said he been asking to fight him. He not, right? But Crawford is saying to what level? Like where? Like when? You get what I'm saying? So he like, yo, since 2018. So Boots going with the fighter's energy. Like, bro, I've been mentioning your name since about 2018. You get what I'm saying? But Crawford like, but when have y'all, you really, you know what I mean, made a move to fight me? So that's what I get out of that. I don't think Boots is no liar. And I don't think Terrence Crawford no liar. I'm going to just play it again, though. To me, he good, but he green to me. Boots, he still got some learning to do for sure. He do. Puts the nuts up. He will do all the talking. Yeah, man, I like Boots. I like Boots, man. I just think neither guy's lying. Yeah, I don't think he lying. Right. Right. And it's I try to add some context to it as much as I can for a guy that don't have all the answers, right? That's the most logical sense. Boots is really coming from a fighter. Like, yo, I've been mentioning your name. I've been letting people know I'll fight you. You know that. Come on. That's why he like keep it a bean. You know I've been mentioning you. And even Crawford, because on the other end, you know, when Crawford was asked, when he had that, well, he wasn't even asked. He was saying the reason why he never fought Boots or he didn't fight him because his name never came up. So at the same token, you get what I'm saying? Some validity to it. The name just never came up. You get what I'm saying? So I just don't think Boots is in a position to fight Crawford, right? To just call him out and it happened. It's not going to be like that. You crazy. It's all good, man. Boots can send Crawford to country because in that situation, Crawford the A side. Right. Facts, Mr. Machine. So you get what I'm saying? So that's what Crawford trying to say. But he's playing on that because people ain't going to point that out, bro. So they ain't going to know that. He can't, like, send him, you get what I'm saying? B-side, send A-side contracts. So, again, that's what I'm saying. So I don't think neither of these dudes is lying, man. I don't think so. For the name, different stage, dog, career. Let me play it one more time.
Go sleep. You dreaming, man. You talking in your dreams,
Don't
man.
fight. Yeah, we asked for that fight plenty of times, yo. Plenty of times.
When?
Plenty of times.
What's plenty? When?
Man, you
you fronting. You fronting now. Don't front for Gilly now.
No fronting. No
all
fronting.
Right.
Keep it a being, though. We know we asked for that fight plenty of times.
When? That's what I'm saying. When? You keep saying keep it a buck. I'm saying when.
Plenty of
now
times.
you saying one thing and your dad saying another. So when?
What you mean?
You saying one thing and your dad saying another thing. So what is what?
We asked for that fight. I've been asking for that fight since 2018. What are you talking about? Since I was a baby.
You been asking to fight me since 2018.
All the top guys, man.
Cut it.
And then you see what he's saying?
You believe that you a fool. You believe that you a fool. He's drunk. He's sleepy.
And so again, he's saying all the top guys. So again, that's where Boots coming from. You know, he been mentioning the top guys for some time now, which is true. But in terms of actually being able to do something about it, that hasn't taken place. So that's where Crawford kind of is making some sense there too. So it's not neither guy. I just process things differently than people. You get what I'm saying? They have two different understandings. Boots is like, I've been ready since 2018. I've been talking about fighting all you dudes, which is true. But he's not in a position to make any demands or call no shots. If we know the game, we know the business. He can't. He would be the B side in that situation. He can't force Crawford to do anything. You know what I'm saying? So it would never work that way. Crawford would have to be interested in fighting that guy for it to work in the manner that Crawford is presenting it. So that's just what it is. And it's always good entertainment, man. It's cool that this happens. You know, I like the fact that Gilly rock with Boots the way he do, and I'm glad that, because you gotta think he was around when he got Boots and Earl to kind of be on the phone together. He got Boots and Crawford. So again, it's just entertainment. And again, as long as Crawford is around 147, there's always an opportunity for that young man to catch up to him as long as he keep winning. That's all it is. And waiting to win Bud fight some of the same caliber. I can't, man. We getting that July 29th. Boy, we getting it. All right, Bud stepped out of his comfort zone and is helping to promote this fight. Absolutely, Queen. And I appreciate him for doing so. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate him for doing so. Dudes don't be paying the bills on YouTube bets, so be careful. Oh, yeah, you know how that be. You know how that be. Salute to everybody in the building. Y'all smash that like button. So, look, man, it's been a interesting week of boxing, man. It's a lot going on. It's a lot to sort out. We got the fight that we've been deserving for some time now. I'm glad it's here. Better now than never, right? Think both guys, both Crawford and Spence, still in their primes, and I think this is going to be one of the best fights this year. I think 2023, when we look back at it, is going to be the year of the big fights. I've said that. I did a live about it, and it looked like the boxing is proving me right, which I could appreciate. This is exactly why I love this sport the way I do. And Tasha, bring us good luck, man. You know it, man. We need that luck. The cash has to go to a neutral party to hold. All right, boy, it look like Thomas Hearns from the side. The only for that side with the little fade growing there, right, DP. Salute to everybody in the building, though, man. Much love and appreciation. Well, if I can go to this Spence Crawford fight, I will. I really want to go fast. Yeah, man. Yo, Mike Biggs, man. I know, man. That Vegas trip, man. I know that's a grip. I know they talking thousands, man. Just they gonna hit you all in your pocket. But y'all know I'm gonna be live calling it for sure. I will be here, and we gonna call that fight, and we gonna enjoy it. We gonna call it biasly like we do every other fight. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Terence Crawford and Errol Spence for finding out a way to work together to make this fight a reality. It take two fighters to make a fight, and it take two great fighters to get a great fight. I think that's what we got. July 29th. The wait is over. You know, Terence Crawford, like the Queen said, he's stepping out of his comfort zone a bit and is promoting his fight. I think that's a good look for him. I think him hitting podcasts, him being on, Gilly podcast, talking a little back and forth with Boots. It's good entertainment. You know, that's what boxing need. You need more of this. You need more face to face. You need more trash talking, not with no intent behind it, right? But you know, if Boots really had the opportunity to fight Crawford, you know he would. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you got Bud. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Badass, man. Nobody is wrong for having Bud Crawford, bro. That's a good that we wouldn't want to see this fight if it wasn't two good fighters getting in that ring, two great fighters. You know what I'm saying? They give up to make this fight. I wonder, right? Mr. Machines. I wonder what was the tipping point. You know what I mean? I wonder what was the real tipping point. Maybe we'll get those answers after this fight happened. You know what I'm saying? Maybe as time go, Mr. Machines, that release some things. You know what I'm saying? And you know, a lot comes out over time. So maybe they'll let us know. But again, nothing's wrong with choosing Bud, yo. Like, I've never rooted against Bud in none of his fights. You know what I'm saying? This is the only fight I think where the buck stops. I think Errol Spence beats him. I could be wrong, but that's why we see this fight. You know what I mean? Both of these dudes are great. And this is why you want to see this fight. Yeah, badass over here, bro. I'm a one-of-one content creator. I'm one of the most straight down the middle, logical people. You know what I'm saying? I embrace people that have their opinion and have a difference of opinion. You know what I'm saying? I don't disagree with people over here too much. I just give a difference of opinion. You know what I'm saying? Talk when it gets closer, right? It's going to get fun, man. It's going to get fun. May the best man win, man. It's going to be a great fight. I see it's a true 50-50, $100 on Bud, man. Hey, man, it's a good bet. Either person you bet on is a good bet. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that. Got Earl by orbital stoppage. I'm telling you, the moments where that fight turned into a fight is going to get very interesting. It was a 50-50 fight for sure. Both can KO each other. Facts. I got to just give both dudes their credit because I know, like, I can't. If I don't give Crawford the credit, right, his just due, then what is that saying about Spence? Why would I want to see Spence fight a guy that's less than? So that, like, people got to be careful when they slight Bud. I know they don't like the way we got to this point. And they wish it would have happened in a different fashion, a different manner, right? But still can't forget that this is a damn dangerous fighter. This is going to be one of Errol's toughest fights, I think. People feel like it's not. I think it will be. If I'm wrong, this is something that I'd be happy to be wrong about. But I think we might look back at it and say this might be one of his most competitive fights in a way. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to see. We damn sure going to see, man. May the best man win. I rock with both fighters. I just want to see a fair fight. I mean, and I want to see both dudes in the best shape possible so we can see the best fight possible. Told them I ain't fighting again. So y'all give me the Bud fight right. Right, Aisha, they made something happen. Got $50 on food stamps. I'm gonna add to that 50 DP. You know what I'm saying? So we got $100 of food stamps for y'all, man. $100, bro. $100 worth, bro. You know what I mean? Runs my crib and get the house on Spence, right? You know what I mean? Bet the house on him, right? Crawford versus Shark. Let's go. Right, let's go, man. We're gonna get a damn good fight, y'all. Let's predict the pay-per-view numbers. What you think? What you thinking, Mr. Machines? Appreciate you as always. Way in old school, man. I got Johnny Q say he got EJ in 6, but above beats EJ. And that dude, yeah. And if you go be Mel, yeah, all-time great. Absolutely 100%, bro. 100%. Somebody was saying between 500 and 700 K buys. 5 and 700. 5 to 7 hundo. Like my boy Blue be saying. You know what I mean? 2.1 mil. Oh, I was way off, huh? You thinking it's about to crack some numbers like that, huh? It's very possible, y'all. I just truly hope everybody support it. You know what I'm saying? I hope everybody support it. I'm not worried EJ gonna beat the dog shot. Justice, salute, fan. Appreciate you pulling up. What's good with it? How you feeling, bro? Salute to everybody on this Good Friday. Like I said, y'all smash that like button. We're gonna get to the 3-hour mark. I'm gonna be here for about another 6 minutes, man. We're gonna cook for the time being. Just to wrap up, man. I think Teddy Atlas was spot on saying Tank Davis is one of the most complete fighters right now that we got in boxing. And for a number of different reasons. If you don't believe, just go look at his last 5 fights and you'll see a very versatile, very complete fighter. You know what I'm saying? I think Eddie Hearn is capping about Top Rank being done. I don't know what ESPN and Top Rank going to do in terms of a contract renewal, but I just don't think Top Rank is done. I think that's Eddie Hearn being a promoter and trying to speak highly of himself while down in the next, the competitor. That's the business of boxing for you. Mauricio LARA and Lee Wood is going to have another good fight tomorrow. I think it's going to be very competitive. It's going to be interesting to see if this weight affects, Mauricio LARA in any way, shape, or form. Did he cut corners? Did he not train as hard? Will that affect the performance at all? Or will he be able to catch, Lee Wood again? He say he coming for the knockout from the first round. He trying to knock Lee Wood out. So that's going to be a barn burner. But I think Lee Wood, if he's defensively responsible in his rematch, he could end up winning this fight on points. But let's see. Y'all ever see what happens with a shark by the dog? I come a young boxer as far as Dennis the Menace is a fool, bro. I'm buying it for sure. Facts. Right, man. I love to see it, Johnny Q. Facts, bro. Facts, though. Cooking's fish, you down? Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. He might. He got a chance. EJ been breaking bones. Telling you, EJ gonna be a hard guy to stop, y'all. He's gonna be a hard guy to deal with. He's gonna be a tough guy to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Both guys is gonna be each other's toughest test. I'm gonna stand on that. I'm gonna just call it like that. I could be wrong, but if I'm wrong, I'm cool with being wrong about that. You know what I'm saying? But I got EJ winning. What, finna get smoked again? I feel you, Mike Biggs. I feel like it's very possible, bro. Yeah, Tank special, female boxing fan. He is special one. Teddy Atlas gave him his just due, his flowers on that one. I think he was spot on with that assessment of Tank. Tank is a complete fighter, one of the more complete fighters we got in boxing. Robert Garcia, he got his fighter, Raymond Muratallya, beating Devin Haney, as he should, but he understands it's a low risk. That's a high risk, low reward kind of fight, so it more than likely won't happen no time soon. Definitely not at 135. What else? Yeah, Hannah GABRIELS, again, they claiming that she applied medication to her dog abdomen, and that's how she got that cluster ball in her system. So hopefully she able to get that situation sorted out and resume her career, because she is 40 years old. And they say it's been over 2 years, a little over 2 years since she's gotten a payday. So if this is how she feeds her family, I feel for her. I hope that she could get her name cleared or get the situation sorted out and get back to boxing, because she's 40. So I don't know how much longer she's going to be in the sport. So we're going to see. Renzo about to get mauled. Yeah, I feel you, bro. I feel you. I feel you, but what else, man? As far as that Lomachenko situation, tough fight with both. I like Bud at 8 and 10. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. Bud is a real good, great counter puncher, man. Great counter puncher, and he's shown the level of dog thus far in his career. You know what I'm saying? Let's just see who got more dog. I feel like who got more dog gonna win too. I really feel like that. Who got more dog in this fight, who show it, is gonna win. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna see. It's definitely a great fight. It's a pick 'em fight. This is what all the fuss is about. This is what all the noise is about. And I'm glad we got it. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad we got it. Both guys, they found a way to get it done, yo. And at the end of the day, this is a prime example that when fighters work together, fights can happen. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I really appreciate about this sport. It seemed like some of these guys are really starting to get it. And I think we could start seeing a wave of good fights coming to fruition because guys are standing on business and they're able to see the success that you're able to attain when you get in there with a credible guy. So I think everybody is gonna start. It's gonna start to light a fire under some people's asses, and we're gonna get some more great fights. This year ain't over, y'all. Earl and Bud won't be the last great fight I think of the year. Remember, I said that I think we got another one. I don't know what yet. I can't think of it, but I think we're going to get another great fight. Do I support Montana Love? Yeah. Over here, man, bro, I'm just due. So I support boxing as a whole, right? Now, he's not perfect. If you're doing something in terms of the sport of boxing where you're not, representing like a man, then I have an issue with you. But just because you struggle in some fights or you look, you know what I mean? You have a couple tough outings. I don't throw you away and say you garbage. I still think Montana Love got some skill. I think he got a tough fight July 15th against Richardson Hitchens, though. And I respect the fact that he accepted and took that fight. So we about to get a good fight. Now, I like Montana Love. I just think he got to spend more time focusing on the in the ring activity and not outside the ring. I think he's a bit distracted. And I think, he's bringing a lot of attention to himself, so he want to be careful with that. He want to find some balance. You get what I'm saying? And that's constructive criticism. I again, it just might be a lot to deal with. You bringing a lot of eyes to you getting your hair cut in the locked dressing room. You running around with the dog. You got the outside the ring antics down pat, right? But you need to make sure you're not focusing so much in that area that your performances inside the ring suffer. You get what I'm saying? You want to make sure you're giving your actual craft the proper amount of time to get better. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want to see with Montana Love. People are already forgetting about Dev. They're gonna try to, but they can't. Really hurt Bud in that ESPN face. Oh yeah, man. That I love to see it. Probably think Love slick. Love is decent. Love is decent, yo. Love is decent. Love is decent. Bud is a dog and EJ, right? They both got some dog up in them. Tank got another great fight this year. Right, he might have one more in him, you know what I'm saying, Mike Biggs, before the year out. After he get his little vacay, he be all right. Know what I mean? But Shakur, now people laughing at Shakur. Right now, they because of the Loma situation, Loma being placed number 1 and he being number 2. So I hope they allow him to fight for it, bro. Hope they allow him to fight for it. I hope they allow him to fight for it, man. Shakur is my guy, man. I'm always gonna be a fair dude. I know everybody got their different opinions on him, but I just see a real fighter. He's not perfect, man. He's young. He's figuring it out. They're not gonna say and do everything perfect, right? But as long as when you get in that ring, you stand on business, I could appreciate that. You get what I'm saying? I think as long as he's showing that he's dedicated, committed, focused, he gives me a reason to root for him. You know what I mean? I think he's a stand-up young man. I think all these dudes are, right? But I think they're young and everything they do and say is under the microscope. So with that being the case, you're going to have a ton of guys that's not necessarily going to be in line with everything you say and do. And it's normal. It's life. It's okay, right? You got different strokes for different folks. But ultimately, I root for all of these dudes. I want to see all of these dudes do well. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, because I genuinely root for boxing. And it's cool to see your favorite fighter win, but it's much better when his counterparts are succeeding at the highest level and being given their just due for it. You get what I'm saying? So boxing is in a great place. I think it's actually growing. I think it's getting bigger. I think it's getting better. I think we're getting better fights. You get what I'm saying? I think we're getting better fights. Yeah, salute. Again, man, big salute to the general coming through showing love, man. Man, much love and appreciation to 7A Sports TV, man. That's a real one right there, man. I appreciate him. I appreciate all y'all as well, man. Everybody that stayed within this long live. Salute to every last one of y'all on this Friday, because I know everybody got things to do on a Friday. And I appreciate y'all rocking with your boy, man. Yeah, but again, big salute to 7A Sports TV, the general, man. Much love and appreciation to the OG, man. Bro, Dev added new tools to his box. He was seeing him improving his game. That's what I'm saying, bro. And again, D-Man, I always gonna say this. As long as people understand with me, I'm about giving fighters their credit. Don't ever be surprised when y'all hear me. I don't have no... You know what I mean? Y'all know who my guy is, but I know how to give boxing its just due. Like, it's not hard. You know what I mean? I just call it down the middle. You know what I'm saying? I just call it down the middle. Man, but peace to the queen, Aisha. Salute to all y'all. Bud versus Spence is boxing excellence. Facts, Javon. Salute to you, bro. Much love and appreciation as well. Salute to my bro, Case Avoid, man. Appreciate you. Good seeing you again as always, man. And the rest of y'all as well, man. Appreciate y'all pulling up. Hope y'all all feeling well. Hope y'all enjoyed this live, man. We did a lot of good cooking, I believe, over here. And boxing continues to win, man. These three kings continue to be the talk of boxing. And it's going to be that way until somebody beat him and knock one of them off the top. Right now, Dev is at the top of his game. I hear he calling for the Regis smoke. How could you not respect it? I don't care about, you get what I'm saying? I just want to see great fights, really. I can't sit here and look at everything these fighters say and then be mad at them when things don't come to fruition. Because I said this before, boxing is real life. How many times in real life have we said something, y'all, and it's not came to fruition? Do that make us fake? Do that make us suckers as people? Nah, it just make it's life. It's life. So I just got a different set of lens. I use my four eyes differently when I look at this sport. And I'm not critiquing these young kings for every little thing they do and say. It's not that deep with me. I just love the sport. I want to keep seeing these great fights. So again, 2023 is the year of the big fights. And I think, Ryan and Tank started a ripple, man. Some could have said it started with Benavidez and Plant. You get what I'm saying? And so from then, we just been getting great big fights, meaningful fights. So I mean, we're going to just keep getting that, man. So, man, much love and appreciation to everybody in the building. My cousin, my Brody, Mike Biggs, DP, my bro, Aisha the Queen, Mystery Machines, Case Avoid, Javon, William Old School, D-Man, Johnny Q, Badass. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you. I don't know if they blocked you or not. The family, the female boxing fan, #1, salute to the queen, man. Much love, much appreciation to all y'all, man. Y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Friday as well. Salute to my Brody D-Free. Much love. Appreciate you, D-Free. And y'all know, man, we no days off. We're going to be right back at it. We're going to be calling some fights tomorrow, man. We're going to be calling some fights tomorrow, so I hope to see y'all in the building. So until then, y'all enjoy the rest of this Good Friday. And I'll see y'all tomorrow as we get another boxing build in because the grind don't stop, y'all. We gonna get up out of here, y'all. Peace.